You talking specifically about like that first hard point?
Yeah, Arsenal's another one where we've seen 30 to 40 points right off the break.
Now out towards Semi, and the next hard point, which will be popping here momentarily. It's going to be enabled inside. He finds a kill as Pharaoh is able to pick up 2 over the top with the Maddox. So now 100 Thieves, despite the fact they didn't pick him any time really in that original hard point, we'll see what damage they can do here. Octane still trying to get a read through mid-map to keep that flank, and as soon as he dropped those, it's going to be Slasher that has to pick it up, and he does spawn out like you mentioned. So a good flood opportunity right now for Team Swede to break on in.
You can see a couple of those players hitting towards the back quicker, able to find a kill, and they broke on through. And once again, another mistake, I think, from 100 Thieves. You have to be able to hold this setup. You should be able to punish Team Swede. Instead of, it was a bit of a split push as well. There was 3 towards the front, 2 towards the back.
Where does it fall apart? Where's it fall apart?
Obviously, Octane getting taken down in the middle of the map, and he spawns out.
Opens up that flank, and then suddenly you're at a disadvantage with that player count. It's going to be Brain in the hard point, picking up the final seconds at Semi. We'll look at the rotation now. Over into Dojo, and you have Nolson here trying to pick up the back. I think it's Pharaoh he has really right on the other side of this wall. Tries to take the challenge, able to take that gunfight. Now, are they going to be able to break in right away again? They have this player advantage. Look at that, all the way out Pharaoh. You see the top left of the minimap, and now you have advantage once again early in these hard points. Everybody gets smoked, and that's an immediate break once again for Swede. They're making that look way too easy, Joe. Way too easy.
The great thing for 100 Thieves, you fix your mistake. The first couple of hills, you rotate early, you get the setup you want, but you're not winning the gunfights. Those first bloods, even on these team pushes, are so important.
Is it as simple as that right now? I mean, if you're getting the early rotation, is that all it is, just winning gunfights, or is it a positioning thing?
Obviously, if you're rotating, you should have setups that you want.
You would think, yeah. Well, yeah, I mean, even that first gunfight you saw against Pharaoh, he takes that one-on-one. Who knows how things go, but that's really 2 one-on-one fights you've seen kind of lost for 100 Thieves right off the break of the opening of that hard point, and they'll lose it. So again, Swede slowly building this lead, going to be just over a 40-point advantage as we start to get into our next rotation towards back broken. You've got multiple players set up in the back, so you have spawns once again for 100 Thieves. Okay, so you have spawns in at least the first gunfight. First 2 gunfights go the way of Pharaoh. That maybe gives you a little breathing room. Look how far out you see Quicker and Olsen spawning on the map. This at least gives you a little breathing room, at least on the opening rotation.
Yeah, but Weeman able to hit the front, finds that first gunfight, but Pharaoh, once again, he's really starting to pick it up. He's at 10 and 10, but we saw in that rotation, he picked up 2 to 3 kills. Now Kenny at the front of the hill with the SOG has enabled. Inside now 100 Thieves. They get the setup they want. They find those initial kills, and well, guess what? They get the 30 seconds.
Yeah, and I think you got to see how big those opening kills are. Just those opening couple of gunfights. I know it's been a little bit fast and frantic, but still you saw how much more manageable this seemed from the 100 Thieves side as they're looking to take the lead here and be right back in control of this game, despite, you could say, maybe a little bit of sloppy plays in the first couple of hard points.
Now we're going to head back towards that bridge hill. You see Team Swede starting to get set up, but 100 Thieves have the lead once again. It's about 5 points. Just taking a look at the scoreboard. Slasher obviously having a much better hard point than the ones we saw last night. Kenny at 11 and 8. No one really standing out on either side, but it's just come down to those rotation gunfights.
Yeah. I mean, Lehman kind of leading the way with 14 kills right now, leading all players, but like he said, no one going off right now. No major streaks have been earned. Everybody kind of working towards specialists at a relatively similar pace. We'll see who's going to start picking stuff up first. Looks like Weeman's going to be having that Tempest. You already saw he'll have that up. I believe on the other end, Octane will have that as well. You've really got, 2 to 3 specialists out really from either side. Now it's just going to be about who uses it more efficiently. When you talk about the first couple of hard points before the specialists come in, it is just those opening gunfights. Like those opening one-on fights, how crucial they are. But once the specialists come into play, it gets a little bit more complicated than that.
And what a hold this was on top of this first hill for Team Swede. I mean, they have a 40-point lead. They're winning rotation right now. Now you have a lightning strike. Dylan probably going to capture this hill and get full streaks.
And they probably outscored them, like 70-5 on that first hard point there at Truck. So really good stuff. We'll see if he can get the final streak to work with it. He does get it. So Dylan streaked out. He's a guy that we got excited for. What was it, back at the LCQ when we were talking about his play last year?
Yeah, back at the LCQ. Now Brain's starting to earn some streaks as well. This is getting scary for 100 Thieves. And you see the pressure that they have on both sides of the map is Team Swede. You have Brain back here. You have one player towards that broken side, and they're forcing 100 Thieves to spawn all the way out towards that dojo. There's a Tempest pop by Weeman trying to lock it down, and that chain does come in on Kenny and Slasher.
Well, you can see Pharaoh just having to kind of hide in the back right now as you don't want to mess with the Tempest. but they've got to try and make a play. And what's unfortunate about it is like just so many streaks now available on the side of Team Sween and the advantage. Dylan's still holding on to that drone squad, but you likely see it injected into this game sooner than later.
Yeah, I guess the one positive thing for 100 Thieves is this isn't the best streak map, right? It's not very open. That bridge is sort of overlooking it all. Yes, you can call it in on the tree, but really the best one is the first hill.
Well, I think I was watching, it was like Scump's stream. They were going through stuff, and he missed a couple of things with the Hellstorm or Lightning and started, he's like, dude, it's hard to hit streaks on this map. Like, there's so many places you can get indoors and not have to deal with them. But over the course of that, you do see the grab slam come in, connect on a couple of kills for Team Sween. Now they're going to bring out also the War Machine. He finds a pair of the kill feed entirely gray as they're lining up everybody on 100 Thieves, looking to potentially crack the 200-point mark on this hard point.
Yeah, I think the big thing with that grab spike out of Quicker is Kenny was actually going for his, and because Kenny initiated it, he's all the way back towards that half point of his specialist earnings. So Kenny, bit of a waste there. A bit unlucky because he had the same idea.
It's a waste, sure, but yeah, it's just tough. And that's just one of those positions where you get a little unlucky. I think you nailed it there. But you still have, I think that one of the big game changers is going to be that drone squad still available. On Dylan, this is going to be a Hellstorm coming in. And that's a perfect view of how difficult those aerial streaks are to use on this map. That's it to a T.
And I don't like that call at all. I think you just call in the drone squad, maybe that TAC 5 boost as well. You keep the Hellstorms and the Lightning Strikes for that top middle hill. You're going to go back to it, and that's where Team Sween is dominated. You can fight for scrap time here, and there we go. Dylan with that drone squad able to find a couple. Nolson as well. The last one is Pharaoh, and there's some more streaks for Dylan.
Okay, Dylan having a master class of a game. 8 kills in a row for him, 21 and 11. He's been fully streaked out twice, and he is looking to bury the North American roster on 100 Thieves. They are just 30 points away from getting it done here as 100 Thieves cannot find an opening anywhere on the hard point. This will be the final one of our second rotation, and this has just been all Team Sween. They can't quite win it here, but it looks like the dagger has been firmly planted into the chest of 100 Thieves.
And there we go. Dylan calls in his Hellstorm. Nolson once again follows it up. They have top middle control. This is where they dominated the entire game. Lightning Strike now called in. How does 100 Thieves get in this? Guess what? You can't, because there's another Lightning Strike and a Hellstorm. And this is just what we saw last night where E United got all their specialists. Woo! They got the strikes. The streaks in Team Sween able to take map number 1.
They come out hot, and so far, I mean, you still see the struggles for 100 Thieves in Hardpoint. Another prime example of it there. What a master. Well, what an incredible game there from Dylan. I mean, you got to think about that drone squad. He had a drone squad out for 60 to 90 seconds, it felt like, because he was able to call in 2 back-to-back, just finding kills everywhere, whether it was entries into the hard point, whether it was finding kills kind of on the defensive side of those objectives as well. Just a phenomenal game, but it was a combination of things for 100 Thieves. Yeah. Yes, I mean, you maybe sloppy or just not able to take those gunfights early in our point, but once it was the streaks and the specialists came into play, that advantage also ticked the way of Team Sween, so yikes, man.
Yeah, it's a tough game, one for 100 Thieves, but the same thing happened for Team Sween where they went up 1-0 against E United just a match ago.
That's true, familiar territory for both, absolutely, but that'll do it for map 1 between Team Sween and 100 Thieves. We'll kick it right back over to the desk.
Thank you very much, guys. Of course, we did, as they just said, see Sween 1-0, 100 Thieves. But over on Bravo, we have Optic Gaming and Accelerate in their very first match. Optic about to tick up to about 126.
Dashy, oh, Dashy, 16 and 10.
Yep, Dashy season.
I like that jingle. We can make like a little holiday.
Right? I was gonna continue, but
I think
you're gonna have to pay for that.
I was gonna
come up.
No, we've got options.
I'll chip in. I'll set up a GoFundMe if you're gonna sing on stream.
If Optic win the event, I'll give you guys a Dashy jingle bell.
I'll take those. I'll take those. That's a very favorable bet right now with the way he's been playing. What is he, 16 and 11 now? Yeah. I mean, every time you watch him play.
Wait, Eamon's 4 and 13?
That's don't get in his way.
He's big chillin'.
Yeah, that's one of those big chilling games. That's one of those big chilling days for Colin.
We were talking about that earlier.
Just get him in the championship Sunday, right?
That's 3 rings.
That's what you gotta do. Yeah,
he's like taking Jordan to the finals. Jordan never lost.
Yeah, Dashy's looking really good on this map right now. So is Krim as well. Got to show him some love. Scump too. All 3 of them going off.
144.97. That's up to gaming. But maybe try and make a play. But yeah, to your point, Profizi, he has himself a lightning strike and potentially more. But one thing I do want to bring up real quick, just because we watched what I consider a pretty big upset. What is going on with 100 Thieves Hardpoint?
They're not rotating correctly.
And they're getting broken.
Not at all.
They're not rotating correctly. Yeah, they're getting broken.
But that's unacceptable with those 5 players.
Their setups when they're rotating is getting broken immediately, and they're spawning out immediately. Like they're losing all their gunfights on rotation.
Then they're being forced to smash the front of the hill. They're feeding streaks to players. Dylan just had 2 full sets of streaks.
2 drone spots.
Unbelievable.
They gotta fix that.
I don't know if they heard me yesterday. They just gotta grab it all.
Dude, I was so caught off guard by that. Like, I know Sweden has talented players, but looking at 100 Thieves, I expected them to be like contending for a title here in Vegas, and I don't know. Like, I don't see it. Wow.
Here we go.
Can we just rename
Tempest
the Tempest specialist to Dashy?
But I mean, on the side here of Accelerate, Profizi is doing.
Yeah, he was going off earlier too.
Best to keep his team in the game.
Who were we watching where he was going off against? He was like 27 to 40. Was this Splice? I think it was Splice. Yeah. He was frying Splice.
I mean, he's been frying everybody. That's been a common theme throughout Vegas and up to gaming. Looked good to potentially take number 1. The streaks were used to Accelerate. Double from Karma, who started the game.
I think he heard us.
He was thinking tired of big chillin'.
Oh my, that would have been so nasty.
Started getting a little closer. Damon's like,
Only Damon would attempt what he just did. He knew the guy was in the top window, so he grappled to the truck and tried to like just 180 him, put him on the ground.
Karma's always been like one of the weirdest pros. Like even back in the day when he'd snipe, he like sniped in the weirdest angles. He shoot people through cracks.
Always off angles.
He could do that.
Yeah.
Like,
Damon's the guy that's like always shooting me underneath cars and stuff. I was like, dude, what? He just challenged me.
You know, because Damon reminds you of that guy that when the game first comes out, runs around the map for like 4 days straight and finds every nerd angle, every nerd.
He watches a lot of streams too. That's one thing people don't know. Like a lot of pros. You know, some of them will say they watch a lot of streams, but I know for a fact Damon is always watching other teams, doing his research, figuring stuff out. And, you know, there's a reason he has 3 rings.
Damon and Krim are, like, famous for that.
Yeah, they are.
You stream, you'll come back the next day and you'll hear Optic call out, they'll call out slacked. Like, they did this. I saw what you did, you stole it, we're going to make it better, we're going to make it our own.
Yeah. That's why they're always paying attention. Successful for their whole careers. I mean, you talk about dynasties. There are 2 players that have been dynasty-esque players for sure. Optic still with a lead, but I don't know. Crimson, to Accelerate's credit, they're keeping this closer than maybe a lot of people would have expected.
You know, one thing we have not talked about this Optic roster, I feel like nobody's touching on, is that Krim as a main AR is so good. In the beginning of World War II, when he was running an AR, he was like top 3 AR, just dominating, and he had to switch in the middle of the game. But Krim is an amazing main AR, and having the roster he has with him right now, he can confidently run it. And I don't think he'll switch or be tempted to switch with these players on his team.
That's why I think that pickup of TJ was so important for this team, right? Because that added that aggressive player that could go in front of Scump, who could go in front of Dashy. Now they don't have to worry about any of the roles. Now they have to figure out how to play the game correctly.
All right, we are going to swing over to Charlie because we have an amazing Game 5 S&D.
They got to
Oh my God!
This
We're going.
4-4 is unacceptable.
This is lit.
I called it 6-4 Envy. They just got to win 2 straight, dude. Oh my God! They're actually 4-4.
Yeah.
I mean, what more could you ask for? You got your world champs going up against Mazer Gaming.
I mean, when you say it like that,
we gotta see if they have any.
Going up against Mazer Gaming in a Game 5.
All right, who's getting
Teddy
fried?
Rex is what? Tempest, Super with Crash, Assault with Tempest.
He has Tempest as well. App relatively close to his.
Grab spikes.
Pull the Tempest out.
Grab spikes are going to
pull the Tempest out, please. Thank you.
I was losing pull.
Oh
no. Double chain.
Oh!
Double chain.
Why aren't they?
Everyone's
Double
on the
chain.
ground.
That's 2 double chains back to back, but nope.
Oh, they're so scared. They're all so scared.
I don't understand.
Wait.
Oh, Envy should be able to win this round, actually.
Chains on chains on chains.
Everyone's afraid to push because of the other side's Tempest.
Yeah, they popped Crash. Mazer popped Crash. Oh, this is power play. They used everything this round.
That was a mistake that was a huge mistake right there by Mazer, because if you're gonna crash and pull out your Tempest, once you have that double chain, go.
You gotta push.
You have 200 HP. You got the yellow bar. Go.
You got to be aggressive.
That was just a waste of the specialist for sure.
This should surely be an Envy round.
That was a well-executed round by Envy, to be honest. They were both down and still won the round. Oh, he's a war machine. Save that for the next round. That could be huge.
You should just use it right now and try to 1v5.
I was going to say, he just pulls it out. He's like, nah, watch me clutch.
I mean, if they get
Unless
2
you know
kills,
he just
pull it out.
control
No, 20 seconds. Nah.
Nah.
Okay, imagine they just got a two-piece, pulled it out. I'd support it.
Everyone's like sliding.
If he actually had a war machine out there and fired it, look at those play. He would have killed 3 of them.
No,
that would have been a 1v1.
right there. There's a trophy.
Oh, was there a trophy?
Pillar.
Yeah, you're right. All right, yeah.
He pulls it out.
God, you're such a vibe kill.
And he's just like, oh.
I think Silly has about 12 kills right now.
If I watch my teammate pull out a war machine in a 2v5, I'm not that.
I'm looking at my teammate like,
on
wait,
site.
I don't really know who you think you are. But a war machine 2v5, dude.
Yeah, Silly's going 11-5 right now.
See, this is where the experience is kicking in. This round is about to be big.
All right, so they're definitely going to use a war machine this round. Crash comes in for Envy. Stick together with Crash. Dude.
Both
so
of them
much
have
help.
war machine. They have a war machine on their side as well. In Apox.
Envy completely give up the B side though.
Yeah.
But Silly has his team's trophy, and he's behind,
Envy give up the A side.
behind the play.
They're going to get it down.
That's actually really important.
Yeah.
Karma connected.
Yep.
Thanks, Dave.
Always always spectate.
Damon is
Oh yeah, always
Always
spectate, bro.
Damon's always trying to watch.
He's always trying to watch, man. Middle of a series, you know.
It's an interesting setup. I don't even. Super.
Wait, how does that happen?
What?
What did that
Oh,
do?
wait, this could be huge. The war machine rattling away.
Wait, how did he not kill one right there?
They still
Are you
have,
really
they
taking your fist to a gunfight?
still have their health from Crash.
3v1, this is
Yeah, it's
all
about
amazing.
5-5.
All right, round 11.
Unbelievable.
There we go. On to that round.
All right, hold on.
where's
Who you
the
got?
runner?
Who you
Yeah,
got?
Envy.
Envy.
Envy
for the bread.
Katie, who you got?
Mazer.
For the bread.
I want Mazer.
Oh,
Yep.
there we go.
Wait, who you
I
got?
got Mazer.
Yeah, 3-2 on the desk.
That's fine. That's okay.
Dude, Mazer.
But how did Ace just
First of all, can we talk about how Envy is even in this situation? Why are you going to a game 5 with Mazer? Like,
You can't do that.
this is your
They're
world.
driving
gotta
the struggle
win
bus
this.
right
They
now.
have to win.
You
If you
have to
win,
win.
They are driving a
if you
struggle
win, we'll
bus.
talk about it.
They're
But
on
don't be forgotten.
offense, too. It's
true.
tough.
That's how round 11s are, right? Round
Yeah.
11 change everything about turn.
I think they blind.
Like, what are
I think
they
they
doing?
blind counted them perfectly. Mazer committed 4 to A. It's a 1v5 at B, number 9.
Oh, he's
Guys just
if
playing
he's spot,
out.
yeah,
Yep,
he's spot.
that's
Yeah,
it. Just get out,
he's
play your
spot.
life.
Teddy Rex
Backed
got to
up.
go big. Oh, he backed up. That was smart.
Is this a clean round? Is this a clean round? No specialists?
Did he see him cross
Yeah,
that corner?
Rambi's the closest, and Rambi's going to need probably 2 kills. Yeah, I would say. Well, I mean, we'll see. Still waiting for the
If
first
Envy
blood.
acted a little bit faster, they could have made
They
a
could
play there.
have had the bomb down.
Yeah, they could have had bomb down.
Ooh,
Oh, tagging him.
Getting away with 33 health there in round 11.
Got a heal.
Imagine if Envy just pushed up right away.
Oh, they got first
Blood on
blood.
that.
There we go.
Nice.
Great super
Like, Super's
two-piece.
going big.
4-3 in
They don't even
favor
need
of
to challenge.
Mixer.
They don't even need to challenge back
Luke
alley.
and Apathy are down. That's your 2 big guns.
Yeah, Ake, Silly, and Assault. Left to try and clutch this up.
No one can win a fight against Super in this
30
back alley
seconds.
without
If you're
another
Envy,
ICR.
you got to do something. You got to
That's gonna be
push.
round. That's gonna be round. They should have pushed in the beginning of the round when they first got control of the bombs, or they should have planted it. Hesitation will get you killed. You can't do that.
Oh my
And
God.
there we
Unbelievable.
have
Let's go,
it.
Katie.
Hesitation.
We were right.
Unbelievable.
And we were right.
Unbelievable, man.
Called it.
Congratulations there to Mazer, but we got to get back to Alpha now with
Mind
Clint
blown.
and Joe.
Mind blown.
Well, yikes, we just saw Envy drop as they continue to disappoint here in Las Vegas. And speaking of another team on the verge of letting down their fans, it's 100 Thieves. They're 0-3 in Search and Destroy throughout this tournament. They're down 0-3 in this particular map. They're down 0-1 in the series. And if they lose this, that puts Sween to 2-1. So there's a very good chance 100 Thieves might not even be seeing winner's bracket if they drop this.
Yeah, just look at the stats right now. Dylan's at 6-1, having a great game. Weeman as well at 6-2, and just looking at the stars once again on 100 Thieves. Slasher 1-4, Kenny 0-4, Octane 0-3.
Oh, hey, listen,
It is just backwards.
I
know. Just making stuff up.
Yes, I do that frequently, Joe.
I know.
But this, man, they got to get something going. I mean, if they get 3-0, they're starting in losers bracket. Like, think about we have FaZe. This is looking like they're not going to get there. Envy not going to get there. Maybe 100 Thieves not going to get there. I mean, I guess we knew there were question marks maybe around Envy and FaZe, but 100 Thieves I don't think there was a lot. Like, at least they got to the final of the most recent Pro Down. Like, we thought they were locked. We thought they were locked to at least get into the winners bracket. Now who the hell knows? Down 4-0. They got to get something going. Snipe out for Pharaoh. You can see everybody kind of converging on this A side. It's a mid-push now for control for Team Sween. So there's going to be a lot of pressure on the flank soon. The one watching it looks to be Octane.
And remember, who was the one guy that we saw yesterday sniping for 100 Thieves? It it was Octane. So maybe they decided overnight, hey, Pharaoh, you're going to be our sniper once again. We saw he had a Mozu with a scope on it as well. So in case they do have to push on up, he can use that Mozu. But there's another first blood for Team Sween.
6-2 for Wee Man. Finds that first kill. What else can they find behind it? Pharaoh still looking for an opening, and there it is. Able to trade the kill back, even for just a moment, but Slasher tacks another on with a 4v3 advantage.
Double push out of bend.
Here comes the flank. It's in from behind for Quicker as he picks up 2 before he drops. Inside the window, though, is Octane, who's up to the task of that one-on-one fight. And now it's all going to fall to Octane in a one.
It's actually all going to fall to Nolson.
Sorry, all going to fall to Nolson here in a 1v2. He's got snipe in hand, not much he can do. The corner gets pushed from Octane, and Octane goes big there. I mean, the gunfight he won in the window, he's tagged up, he's able to take it, and clutches the final moments of that round. They had to get something on the board, and finally they're able to do so. Just took them 5 rounds.
Yeah, that got a little scary as well. Wee Man actually backed on up due to that cluster grenade. That's when we saw Pharaoh, hit that snipe towards that back staircase. But then Team Sween go for a double flank through the vent, and that did catch 100 Thieves off guard. But as you said, Octane wins a big 1v1 in the window, and it gets them on the board. But still, a lot of work for them to do, and we know the momentum that you can carry with those specialists. As you can see, Quicker, he's starting to get close. Wee Man as well.
You've got 3 players on defense set up towards this B site. Heavy offensive presence here from the side of Team Sween. Nolson is trying to get an angle with the sniper towards their back ramp. Not able to spot anything else, or yet. He has a cluster to work with. Unable to avoid the bomb site one-on-one fight. That's going to be bombed down, gets to the corner. Help comes in from Kinney and 100 Thieves. A stronghold thus far, Joe.
Yeah, great job by Unable to just stay alive on the bomb. Just jiggle back and forth. Use that cover. He had his teammates watching over him, but it started with that first gunfight. Now Dylan and Nolson, well, they're going to try and push through lobby, but yeah, there's going to be a stun waiting for you, Pharaoh. He saw the tac mask pop up, so he's just going to take this very slow. Trades back and forth, but Octane, he has a stun. Can he find the second kill? Maybe, but the trade should be here. But they got a little scary.
A second, it might have got crazy, but they had 3 players there. I think they were going to be able to finish it. So now, back-to-back rounds for 100 Thieves. As they're right back into the swing of things. I know we joined, obviously, a little bit late to this. We were kind of watching the conclusion of that Envy match, but what has stood out for you that's worked for 100 Thieves, at least these couple of rounds we've seen?
I think First Blood's been so important for 100 Thieves, and being able to bring it back, right? We saw in that offensive round, they were down a man, but they used their equipment with that cluster nade. They were able to tie it on up, and just the teamwork from 100 Thieves, being able to stay alive, just baiting and switching. You could see as soon as we came back to this game, Pharaoh was pretty stressed out. They were pretty disappointed. Again, it's always tough coming into this situation where this is your first match of the day, but it has to be a must-win.
And when you look at it, maybe on the schedule, you think, all right, 100 Thieves heavily favored, no pressure there, but there is, just due to the loss they had to E United, the chance to maybe not get a winner's bracket, there's a ton of pressure here. And you've got some guys that have got some big upsets to their names on the side of Team Sween. Can they tack on another one to the list? Wee Man, towards this A5 site, finds another first blood on the defensive end of things. Last time we saw 100 Thieves were quickly able to find 2 to kind of turn the tides in their favor. That's not going to be what happens here. You do see Prophet now coming out from Wee Man. He's pushing behind it, trying to make a play with it. Ooh, nice shot as he peels Enable off the back box. He'll be the last down. They can push it out. He's running into Vince for now, but he is not in a great spot to make a play.
Yeah, the Vince is always okay. Well, he finds one. Can he find another? No. That Tempest is still there from Wee Man.
Yeah, you made it fun for a moment.
And again, that's what we're talking about. When you have that early lead, you're going to load up those specialists just a little bit quicker. Wee Man able to hit some very nice shots with that Tempest.
Well, you got to think with them having that 5th round on the board, they might invest what they have left to try and close this out here. Maybe they hold on to it for a later round, but I kind of want to see if they go for the dagger, try to bury him in this 8th round.
Let's see, they have Grab Slam, Octane. He has that Tempest available, and you imagine you have to invest it.
You have to. You have some choices to make maybe if you're Team Swing. You don't really have the option.
You see TAC 5 as well, already popped for 100 Thieves.
I mean, if you can get the win with just that, great. If you hold on to the Tempest, that would be massive for them, but you need to find a first blood, first and foremost. Last time they pushed Enable got a first blood yet again, doesn't get it through, and Pharaoh is able to pick up the kill. He finds a second behind that, and one by one, Team Sween gets cut down. They're still able to hold on to the Tempest to see another round, and that's a big one. And that's Enable making plays around that site. We saw him do it previously on defense, right? He's jiggle peeking, finds that first kill. Him and Pharaoh have been a deadly duo from the A side.
And I mean, quicker, there we go.
My God,
he was so close.
How scary does that look from his POV?
There was the two players on the bomb. There was the player in the back as well. I feel like Ruin players from time to time, they get a little bit too jumpy with it. There's three players shooting at you right now. Like, that's the one thing that can sort of cut you down.
Pharaoh, good job just not panicking there and hitting the shot. So now you think it's going to be Octane and that Tempest that more than likely come into play unless you can find an early first blood and play behind it. POV at Dylan right now, so he's going to get into vents. Look at the aggression out of 100 Thieves up mid-map right now. They have got everybody basically inside of the lobby for Team Sween. Weeman trying to watch the cross. You've got two players that need to rotate from this B site.
It's almost like the map is flipped now.
Yeah, 100%.
100 Thieves, all four players push through that lobby. Nolson trying to find a pick with this sniper rifle, but the good thing for Team Sween is they've stayed alive, right? It's still a 4 versus 4, 45 seconds left. Can Nolson find a snipe? 100 Thieves just shouldering back and forth. Cluster nade out, and that's a good cluster. That's going to back him down, but he is able to get away.
He still has his own cluster, though. And when this push comes into the site, that cluster could be massive. He's going to toss it preemptively, so that's going to go off, not going to connect with anything. Now I believe they're going to push right behind that. He gets stunned, tries to connect with the snipe, but he's going to get dropped. The tandem of Enable and Slasher able to push through. Only two players now remaining. 2v2 remaining. Suddenly, it's all going to fall to Enable, and he's going to get pushed out. Weeman goes massive as Team Sween now up 2-0. What's going on, Joe? What did Weeman just even get done here at the end?
What, there was a 4v2 that had bomb control?
One.
Instead of just planning.
Two. Oh, they just kind of line up for him here, and he finds the third in the corner. What a play from Weeman, and he got it done all game long. He went up when we joined. What was he, 6-2, 5-2, something in that ballpark. But if that's 100 Thieves, that can't happen.
Why don't you just plant the bomb? You have site control. Just look over it.
And I don't think they ever used Octane's Tempest.
No, they didn't. They were waiting for the next round.
They were trying to hold on to it, and it ends up biting them.
Plant the bomb!
Team Sween, stunning 100 Thieves currently in this best of 5. Can they keep it going? Send them to the losers bracket. We'll find out after this quick break.
The Call of Duty World League is presented by PlayStation 4, the official platform of the CWL. Mountain Dew Amp Game Fuel, the official beverage of the CWL. Level up the game. And Astro Gaming, the official headset and mix amps of the CWL.
Welcome back. We saw Envy get stunned on, I don't know what it was, Bravo, Charlie, another station, and now on Alpha we see 100 Thieves at risk of having a similar demise at the hands of what many would consider an amateur team. Going to come in here, maybe absolutely shock them. They've struggled in hardpoint. We saw it against the United. They're now 0-4 in Search and Destroy. The only thing that's looked good for them is control. You heard Kenny say in the interview, we're the best control team in the game. We'll see.
Well, and we're seeing right here some great
use of the this break-in.
Honestly thought they were going to restart the game, but they're just going for a delayed hit.
I like that. I'll be honest, I was a bit confused at first as well, Joe, but it's just a bit of a delay, trying to get the rotation out of the side of 100 Thieves. Unfortunately for them, at least on the one side, doesn't end up working, but where they do the delayed push, they've gotten, what, 1.5 ticks in now, trying to completely surprise him. Nolson with the grenade in through mid-view, able to find 3 kills. Dylan connects for the 4th, and I'll tell you what, the A point is gone.
Yeah, I mean, obviously they lose 3 lives right off the start, does Team Sween, but it was all a distraction. They sent 3, but the 2 that hit towards the site, they get the kills. Nolson finds a cluster, and now they're on the B side as well. 100 Thieves, they have to try to contest. They are on it, but here comes the trades back and forth.
Still pretty close in lives, but just so much damage has been done on the objective.
And they push on up. Dylan's in a really good position. Now they're just going to stack this. It could be a very fast round.
Look how quick it's going. Look how
Already
quick this
2
objective
ticks.
is building. They're going to come in. This is the final push from the side of 100 Thieves. This is all you got. You got to go. You have a drone squad to work with. Oh, see you later. This is going to be one of the faster rounds we've seen in Control. It's done. It is done.
Hey, 100 Thieves, you there?
Well, they're not going to be on the main stage much longer.
Holy moly, what a round from Team Sween. Again, it just starts with that opener.
I like it. They need a nade shot pep talk or something. Maybe Mud Dog come in and give them a little chat. You guys here? Your team's not. Woo! I'm gonna pay for that. He's gonna hit me later. Both of them probably. It's all right. But seriously, wow. This is supposed to be remote, but like I do like. That's another example. We've seen a couple other teams do that kind of a staggered push, delayed push. But that is what is going to be so fun to watch Control evolve over the course of the game. But now, did you do enough damage early in the round when you pick up these streaks that you could just bury them early?
Yeah, we talked about Dylan. Well, he's already got those streaks. He's going to call in the Hellstorm, but he was in it. But the trades are there. Kenny does find a couple of kills. Nolson as well. So now just one player left. That's Octane capturing this A site.
100 Thieves on the brink of a date with the losers brackets. They've got to dive deep here. They have to find something to get it going in this series. Let's hop to an Astro Gaming listen-in with 100 Thieves.
I don't see anything else.
Try to get a point with this for the points.
If they come their side, I'll need it.
He's their top blue window, guys. He's their top blue window.
Try giving this up. Try giving this up. They're going big.
Yo, we might want to push this. There's a guy top window.
I'm sorry.
You're
there. Three.
Nice. I'm coming.
No, he's one shot. I'm dead.
All right, enter. Bring one in. There's 2 right here, guys. I need help.
Looking left.
There's 2 our side. Left. Their side. Nice. Our side.
Our side.
Go, their side. They're in. We're by 2. All right, we're by 2. Yo, wait. We're good.
Jumped up our side cages.
There's 3 there. 3 our side.
Play around.
One's our top mid.
3 guys are cages. Enter. Close in. He stunned me, guys. He stunned me. We're down by 1.
You.
Yo, wait, guys. Wait.
Are we cutting mid or?
Yo, we're going 1 by 1.
We can split.
Nice. There's gonna be more. Enter still.
Holding it.
Need it.
I'm looking at her.
Watch right, hold right.
I'm fine.
Trying to stay calm. Do what they can. You hear Enable saying, don't go 1 by 1. Let's work together here. If anyone has experience in just about any competitive situation across multiple FPSs, it's probably Enable.
Oh, well, Dylan just gets all 5 kills with a lightning strike. So,
what in the hell?
So now Quicker going to get pushed up. What? Well, that's what streaks do. On a game
not all streaks. My streaks don't do that.
That's true.
And he's still got the drone squad to work with as well. Nice shots there. You see the advantage of Stock coming in that gunfight as he's able to pick up the kill. And now would look to be pretty even throughout the courses from a live standpoint. It's a 5-point advantage. Make it 6, now 7 as Brain takes another gunfight. They can't get him out of their front lobby. They're trying to go through him, but they can't. Nolson now here with the help, and you've only got 4 lives remaining, 400 Thieves.
Make it 3.
Now it's 3. Well, yeah, it looked like a 180 for a moment there, but now
I'm thinking 2. Now,
well, it's not enough. They got to clutch a 1v9. It all falls to Kenny. We'll see you later as Sween of all teams have 100 Thieves on the brink
And I think the big thing is Dylan still has a drone squad. We saw him with the grab slam.
Dude, a 5-man with I see that like Nuketown pubs.
I mean, that was so much momentum. That was such a big momentum shift. It was finally a good push out of 100 Thieves. And then they get all 5 just stacked this site, trying to capture it as fast as possible. And what a streak it was, because then we saw what happened is they got them set up for a spawn.
Exactly. Like that streak allowed them to get in that position where suddenly you have multiple players pushed up, and you saw the damage from that position that Nolson was able to do. And the fact he was doing it with an ICR at that close range makes it even more painful.
Now, due to the first offense, I mean, 100 Thieves sent 3 towards that A site.
Drone squad in.
Drone squad is called in, as you said. But all of Team Sweden, all 5 players are here right now. Can they find anything? But Slasher actually destroys it. So a very good use of equipment for him, but does it matter? Is Dylan Nolson find a couple?
First tick in. Happy, they're looking at 3-0 in the series. Maybe 3-0 here as well. Pushes forward. It's just going to be the Lightning, but we've seen how effective they can be for Team Sweden over the course of this map. Nolson putting shots in, but they want to transfer over. They did some damage. I love this. They did some damage towards B. You know, they get a couple of ticks in, and they flip the script. They hit across. Now they're going to try and build it here as well. I love this.
They were very close from getting beast, but 100 Thieves do hold on to it. There's only one tick, but as you said, they're going to pop this. Dylan finds a couple. What is Dylan right now? He's 15-6 against 100 Thieves.
You got that. Nolson at 13-4. We had Wee Man go off in the hard point. Players stepping up here on the main
I think
stage
this is done. There's another lightning strike out of Dylan. And he's able to find a couple of kills. He still had the War Machine in the hands of Nolson, and they're just going to push on up with a grab slam. They're invested into it all.
And here's the final seconds, just looking to capture. Dylan's able to win one. The final moments in. See you later. 100 Thieves, it's Sween. Sween with the 3-0. And they make it look easy, Joe.
A little too easy, and that is worrying for 100 Thieves. I mean,
you don't say.
I think the big thing is we just talked to all the players, and they felt they were struggling so much in hardpoint, but you can't be 0-4 in search and destroy. You can't lose a control like that. I don't know what needs to happen, but you know the guys on 100 Thieves are not happy, and you know the sort of polarizing personalities that they have.
Probably not happy. No, and this is, you're going to have Slasher, who is screaming probably at his team right now, trying to figure out what's going on. I'm sure there's blame to go around on all aspects of this, but my God, Joe, that's just, again, it'd be one thing if this was a 5-game series, like the way Envy lost. All right, it's an upset. You go all the way to what, like around 11, game 5. Yeah. This was just not that at all, Joe.
No, that was embarrassing.
It was absolutely embarrassing for 100 Thieves, and now if they're going to make a deep run in this tournament, they're going to have to do it the hard way. Wow, unbelievable performance. Team Sweet on their feet. We'll be right back.
And with that trouncing, 100 Thieves has joined Envy here on the Struggle Bus Saturday at CWL Las Vegas. Ben, I know you've got a lot to say about LeBron.
Yeah, trouncing's a very polite way of saying that. Can be very polite indeed.
I am a polite lady.
100 Thieves, best control team in the game, by the way.
Best control team in the game.
Yeah.
Smoked.
By the way,
Bamboozled.
They set him up with that.
Dude, I don't know how they fix all the issues they have. I don't know what you do. You're mid-tournament. You're mid-tournament and things have just collapsed. It looked, day one, it was like, okay, couple issues in hardpoint, but we can maybe fix that. Now,
dude, that
you can't win a
even
map.
close, man.
It wasn't close at all.
Wasn't even close.
Want to know what internet's doing with the 100 Thieves, 100 Ls, memes going crazy.
Memes galore.
Yeah.
There has to be, but
There's
that's
way too much talent on that team to lose like that. Now, let's say Sweden played the best Call of Duty they've ever played in their life, right? They still should not win a series that commanding over 100 Thieves with the players that are on their roster. Something is going terribly wrong. They look absolutely awful in that series.
And
Awful.
can you go ahead.
Positive things about Team Sweden. They played really well against United.
They did.
Dylan in this series went off multiple streaks in the hard point, 3,800 damage in 3 rounds of control.
Yeah.
That kid was going absolutely off.
he's insane. He was so good. Like, and when you have a player that does that, it's almost impossible to lose.
When I was watching it upstairs, when I was watching that, they went into a listening with 100 Thieves, and it just felt like they were defeated.
Yeah.
I was just listening, and Pharaoh was like the main vocal, and Abel was just like, we kept on going one by one, we're challenging one-on-ones. Everything was just out of sync for 100 Thieves.
Here's the key, and this is why Team Sweden reacted the way they did. Look at Pool A. Sweden come in and steal second seed. Potentially. Reciprocity versus Team Sweden is now for that second place. Which is huge. Absolutely massive.
Mind blown.
I know Reciprocity woke up today and now they're feeling good.
Yeah, right.
Wait, we can get to winners?
Wait, we're playing our brothers? We get the winners? Oh my god.
Hey man, I don't even know who I have in that series.
I do.
Team
Sweden.
They look good. And they're on a roll. You beat a team like 100 Thieves, you can ride that momentum.
True.
And I want to go back to what you mentioned earlier about the struggles that 100 Thieves are having. Can you speculate a little bit on kind of beyond Sweden playing well, of course, what some of these issues?
To be honest, everything just went wrong possible that can go wrong in that series, and now you start to tilt. If you're on that team, you start to go, dude, what are we doing wrong? You got to go back and you got to fix your hard point. That team needs to be winning hard points. They need to be outslaying the crap out of these teams. You got to go back, you got to watch it. It starts there. You got to start winning map 1. You have to start winning that map 1 because they're getting so deflated. They're losing confidence in themselves, and it's just, you can see it throughout the rest of the series. They're not able to clutch up and win any games in that one versus Sweden.
The problem is you don't have an extra life point to even fix it, right? You're going straight into losers. You're not going into winners. So for 100 Thieves, it's like you need an answer, and you need it probably the next 60 minutes, right? That is so difficult to figure out, and maybe it is something as simple as just start winning your gunfights, because you see the players getting outslayed, like, come on, that shouldn't be from Flash and Octane. That shouldn't be happening.
That's not a legitimate statement with a team like 100 Thieves. Like, if I'm on that team and we're losing maps, I'm not gonna look around and be like, yo guys, we gotta start winning gunfights. Like, they're probably winning their gunfights,
but they're
right?
not. They're getting outgunned. They're getting outslayed.
They're playing.
They're being outgunned.
It's not acceptable for that to be a solution for 100.
No, I agree.
They have so much talent on that team. It's not acceptable for them to be like, we're just losing gunfights.
That team,
they're
that
playing
roster
incorrectly. That's why they're losing.
Should not be losing hard points, and they're not winning search and destroys. Pharaoh, Kenny, Slasher, 3 of the best search and destroy players that we have in the CWL.
Yeah.
They're not winning search and destroys. They're not winning
Not
hard
on the
points.
same page.
They're getting blown out by Dylan in control. Something's off. Something's completely
I mean,
off.
clearly that is not how they wanted that alpha match to go, but we're going to move now to Charlie, where we do have that very beginning match between LG and Heretic
My boys.
on hardpoint.
And also, this is a massive game as well. I know we didn't check in on Pool B, but in terms of the standings, if Heretics win here, LG
Whoa, stop, slow
not
your
go.
roll, pal.
I'm dictating the story. I'm telling the story.
This year.
Heretics win here would snatch away second place in the pool from LG.
They need a miracle to win this one.
Name is, LG all the way. That's
LG
just how it
loyal.
is, yeah.
You spent too much
He's
time.
defending his team. He's defending his team.
I mean,
LG's got this guy enough there.
I mean, I get it. I get it, but I will say one thing. Heretics control, probably the best control I've seen so far. If they can play how they played against EG consistently, I think that currently is just such a good play style, which it's so hard to counter. When you're split pushing both control points and you're winning your gunfights, it puts so much pressure. You're coming off spawn, you're panicking, saying, all right, how do we split? What's our break off? How many numbers were A? How many numbers are B? How many numbers do we need to send? It causes so much confusion. Are you realistically going to win all of those gunfights consistently? Maybe not. But when you are, that's almost unstoppable. It's almost unstoppable strategy.
But they're going up against an LG team that is way more focused than the EG team we saw earlier.
Yes.
Way more focused, because these guys need this win. EG was on cruise control. So we'll see.
Yeah, EG didn't need that win to make it, have first place. And
all 5 of them just came in big chilling.
And also, this is about that time. This is about that time where these open bracket teams start to get a little bit tired, start to burn out a little bit. That momentum that you had earlier starts to slow down. You just played 2, pro teams in full play. Started to get a little bit tired. The yawns start coming in.
The yawns?
The yawns start coming in. It happens, man. It happens.
I mean, I believe you. But there's ever a time you don't want to get tired of be right here, right now against LG.
All I'm saying is it can happen. I've seen it happen.
Also, side note, Gunless, 22-12, by the way. Got streaks as well, by the way.
My president.
Gunless doing Gunless
He always has streaks.
Always getting streaks.
Just so good at playing for him.
I mean, you need a guy like that, right? Like, you need somebody playing for streaks.
That's gratifying.
You need a guy that's playing for streaks, and Gunless is really good at probably the best in the world at acquiring streaks.
They were pushing from the front of the hill. They didn't have control of the hill, and now
they just gunned their way back in.
I mean, there's only 10 seconds left. It's about to rotate across the map. Yeah, the other team's rotating.
Is Gunless gonna? No, surely not, right?
I mean, streaks on this hill. I mean, bold move.
Now you have to make sure you play for those spawns. As soon as that kill comes through with that health, you got to push all the way through.
He's using a streak, so his teammates are able to push through the side.
And now they're gonna have a pinch. You're gonna have John picking up a 2-piece. Yeah, that was actually a very good play. You kill the guy in the back, push the back, pinch the hill out from middle and back. That's how you're gonna want to break it.
They still don't have spawn.
I love that play out of LG. I love that. This whole sequence was beautiful.
Nobody on LG went to the back there.
Yeah, but
they got him spotted.
They showed presence from that alleyway, and then they converged from the balcony in the front window. Used the grab spikes. I like the play. If they didn't have grab spikes, back play probably would have been better, but they forced the issue with their specialists. I like it.
I think the key here as well is keep your eyes on maybe some of the other superstars on LG, right? We can talk about Gunless all we want. We talked about him all yesterday. But if we do get that matchup, LG versus Up to Gaming, which, no disrespect to Heretics, I think that's the one we kind of all secretly want to see in Winners Round 1. You need a good performance from everyone. Gunless is not going to be able to carry by himself.
Not past Op.
He's good. He's potentially best player in the world right now. Good. I will concede that gladly to you.
Yep.
But you need everyone else shooting.
I agree.
I feel when they play, well, if they win the series right here and they face Op to Gaming, one player that I want to look at for LG that I really need to step up is going to be Slacked.
Ooh, good call.
I was looking at it. He's doing like 17% of his team's
17% of his
17?
As the
only
Tempest
17.
player?
Only 17.
Yeah, as the Tempest player.
That is a big yikes, bro. You have the strongest specialist. I would be looking at those stats saying, all right, we got to change up who's running. I
think it was Gunless sitting at like 24% of the damage, Formal 21, and then other two guys hovering around 19.
Still so odd to me that Formal uses the Annihilator and Hardpoint. I like it in Control too. That makes sense.
Control makes
live,
the most sense because it's a life-based game, right?
Game.
You're trying to drain down the other team's points, and I mean it's a one-shot, one-kill weapon. But for Search,
yeah, I don't think he used it. If he used it in Search, I'd be in disbelief.
I saw him use it yesterday in Search.
But you say you look for Slack to go off and pick it up, but I'll look at Formal. I set my eye on him. He hasn't really impressed me that much thus far in this tournament. And if they do play out the gaming, I think Formal needs to have a really big game.
I just have this vision of him like killing all 5 players. I was like, yeah, he hasn't really impressed me much.
I mean, he hasn't. Have you guys seen Formal having a breakout performance as far in this tournament as he went off? Like the Formal we all know and love. Like right now he's 15 and 19. You know, before he put out Annihilator, he's like 11 and 19. He's not necessarily struggling. He's doing what he needs to do, but in order to be dominant and beat out the gaming, especially from what I've seen out of them, you're going to need the Formal from of old. You're going to need him to be going off. You're going to need him to neutralize Crim. And who else knows how Formal plays better than Crim?
Good point. Very good point.
We've seen Formal in the past, though, turn up and be a completely different player.
Out of nowhere.
Out of nowhere.
You feel like he's that type of player who, when he has a little bit of a chip on his shoulder, I'm not saying he still necessarily does.
Oh, he does.
He takes those kind of vengeful games to a whole different. It's like he evolves.
I mean, he has the highest ceiling of any Call of Duty player I've ever seen. So if he is at his potential, nobody's messing with him.
I think the issue is what we talked about yesterday, though. when new games first come out. It does take him a little bit.
I think it's just these more disciplined games and hardpoint release are always a little bit more difficult for him to kind of get the hang of it until a couple months pass. But right now, the one thing that stands out obviously for Illuminati is guns. Every single game, it never fails. Every single game, he's the guy that is carrying them to the win.
Let's take bets. How much damage do you think Gunless has this game?
I think it's 6.5 right now.
I was gonna say 6. I was gonna say 6K.
6K.
7K.
I'm going 7.
How about this? The most.
Wow, Ed. Shankara.
That one's good.
Actually, he probably doesn't have 7K. The game's probably going to end.
He has the second most time in the hill too. Like he's doing it all.
Just Mr. Do It All.
I was talking to
pull the war machine out.
Temp said that Gunless's stats are like so real. You know what I mean? Sometimes you see guys pull stats, and it's not even they'll be like, I didn't even know he was doing that. Like, I didn't, where do those kills come from? But his impact on the map is real. These kills really matter. He's in the hill. He's out there doing his thing.
There we have it to LG on that beginning map. We're swinging over now to Delta, where we have Lightning Pandas and Mazer going at it on Hardpoint map.
Mazer Gaming.
Let's
go.
Pandas, bro.
I'm about to be a fan of Mazer Gaming.
Are they turning me into a believer?
Yeah, Ben doesn't want to be a believer in Mazer.
No. Nothing against them. It's just Lightning Pandas, Europe's best hope right now. So if you don't mind, can we allow it, please?
Where's Team Sweden
something
from?
to hold on to.
That's
Where's Team Sweden?
Yeah, you're right. Yeah. All right, well, more European hope, the better.
These players
Let me live.
they've been grinding for so many years, and it's like last 2 years they've been able to play in the COD World League and go to these open events. A couple of them turning 18, and they're playing really good here.
Gunless 6K damage.
Can I say that? I didn't even know. Lucky had 7K damage that map.
Wait, he didn't get the most.
Yeah, he didn't get the most.
Wait,
Lucky had 7K damage in that map.
He lost.
He had 1,000 more damage than Gunless.
He lost too.
Can I swap seats? Only when LG plays. As it stands, though, Lightning Pandas starting to come a little bit back into this. And again, I feel like when we did the draw show, this was a team I did not give enough love to. Didn't really expect much from them, and they've shown that they can definitely compete at the highest level.
Because they were a makeshift team, right? Like we just thought that they were like the scraps put together team. We didn't know
that's what they were.
Well, yeah, they were. We didn't know what to expect out of them, but they pleasantly surprised me.
Also, I just think we were expecting more out of FaZe and Envy, right?
In red.
For sure. Especially, I expected a lot more out of FaZe, to be honest. Than Envy. At least
both of those teams stuck together through the offseason, just adding a member to their team.
Yeah.
Both talented.
I mean, one's world champions.
You can't break up. You can't. Like,
FaZe got third at champs too.
You know what's crazy? Is like you can't break up if you win the world championship, but the champs curse almost makes you want to.
But I'm trying to think. Have we ever seen a champs curse this early?
Yes.
Like we have, right?
Yeah.
I would say like Impact, maybe Black Ops 2, but they got second the next one. After that, it was over.
Yeah, that was fine. They were after that.
For the people at home that don't know what the champs curse is, it's basically every time a team wins, the world championship, there's just an absolute decline in performance after that.
I think the outlier is what? Envious? Envious in
no, they had a really big drought, and then they got second next year champs.
Black Ops 3, and then IW.
Yeah, they got the whole year season, they were not.
Yeah, no,
they got top 24.
Fair, but when it came to crunch time,
they had to figure it out. They had to.
But they got destroyed like all year long until
that's true.
Last couple of tournaments.
Mazer is bringing it now within 5 of Lightning Pandas on this first map.
Am I about to be a believer?
I gotta become like a Zap fan or something like that. There's no way. These guys are nasty.
13 and 15 is Zap, but Lightning Pandas still with a lead, and that 18 seconds of scrap time when you go to the mini map, and that's going to be theirs. Realistically, I'm looking at the specialists available. I feel like Lightning Pandas should be able to close this out.
They both have a vision pulse, so I'd like to see the way both use this right here.
I feel like as soon as you pop one, you have to counter it.
Yeah, Madcap just popped his.
I really don't understand why people pop like pulses on middle hills.
Yeah.
Why don't wait for a rotation?
You know where the other team's going to be.
Yeah, the middle.
I guess it just kind of, at the end, it's 200, 200. People just start spamming buttons.
Wait, I'm actually curious when Ramby is going to decide to use his vision. If he doesn't, they're pretty much going to win off this hill right here.
This is a well-rounded effort out of both teams. Nobody really underperforming at the moment.
That's a nice little wipe. Yo, that scrap
They
time
got the
is
spawns
massive.
for new one, too.
That's oh, and there you go.
Splice is going to be rotating.
I
This is
like
how
it.
you use it,
really,
right?
really big.
This is how you use it.
Oh,
Now
Streak's
your
coming in.
teammates are getting gunned up rotation when they can see through walls.
I mean, they got Streak.
He shouldn't.
Oh, he's the only one in the back, though. They kill his teammates.
Rotation's going to be huge. Needs a little bit of help. Lightning Panda's already waiting.
That was a good play out of Mad Cat, pushing in right there after his teammate to try to get that trade. Don't let him get into the mail room. If you get into that room, you can cause a lot of damage. But
Ramby did a really good job here staying alive.
yeah, he did.
Giving
He
his
just
team a
ran away.
chance.
Didn't
Yeah.
engage. Smart.
He's doing, giving his team a chance to come back and win this game.
I'm just looking. I don't think, can they even win on this? No, they can't.
No, they can't win on it.
So you need to at least rotate here as well, but you can't give up 10 seconds of time to Lightning Pandas. This is going to be either picture-perfect hard point or just too much to handle.
This game's going to struggle to close out for both teams.
This next rotation is going to be
This crash,
absolutely huge.
if he can hold on to this crash for the next rotation, I think that they'll pull it out.
I don't know about that one. You can.
You jinxed it.
Oh, I love
Yeah.
it. You pull in your crash and just fly straight at him. Nice.
Yeah.
I don't really get that one.
I mean, I guess his teammates were lagging behind him a little bit, but
Rotate.
I think
You got to rotate.
Got to
Teammates are
rotate.
ready.
Wait, they have
I
a,
think
do they,
you
oh,
have
Dave
to
has a
risk it and-
Tempest.
I think you have to risk it and save it.
Dave has a
I think so,
Tempest.
too.
Like, yeah, this is over.
Unless he
it should be game,
missed
but they're
that
all
shot.
loaded up on that side. Alex with the first blood. They are going to get in contest. Yeah.
Kills going in their favor. Yeah, that's how you do it.
That
Pain-
crash.
Had a
too
chance,
early.
though. Had
Yeah.
a chance.
Chance.
And there we did have it on Delta with Lightning Pandas taking that first map. We are also going to swing back over to Charlie where Luminosity and Heretics are still going at it here in map 2.
LG's 1-0 up. We saw how they closed out the hard point. Heretics still with a chance, though. Still with a chance. I'm hopeful for them.
As long as you're in the series, they have a chance, right?
Yeah, I guess, right.
You can't go down. You can't go down 0-2 to LG. They won't be.
I think the key, Pack, and you kind of pointed it out before, is the two very different dynamics of the series that Heretics have played. Heretics go up against EG. EG know they've made winners bracket.
Oh my God!
Wow.
I
Guaranteed
haven't really
number
seen a
one
lot of
seed.
snipers this weekend,
For,
but
Bomb now.
For
John is-
LG, this is a must-win. They need to win this game, otherwise you're going to lose bracket.
Right.
Simple as that. So a little more intensity is probably going to come out of the likes of LG, and they go 1-0 up here in the search.
Yeah, I like seeing John, getting tricky with it, pulling out that sniper. Ooh, as I say it, going to pull the sniper back out. I like it. I like it when he snipes. A lot of people don't really snipe as much in this game because you do get hit markers from time to time.
Just aim higher.
Yep. But John is disgusting with it. We've seen him pull it out in like 5.5s and late into tournaments in the most stressful scenarios. He's super confident, and I think that's something that can definitely help a team like LG win some searches.
I think
There's a few players in the CW that I just don't question.
Yeah.
And John's one of them.
Yep.
It's like
John, Karma.
Karma. That's exactly what I was going to say.
Those two off the top of my head.
John, Karma, Gunless.
It is true. Like,
Just don't
think about the amount of times you
Almost,
see John just
not
kind of
quite.
say, you know what? Oh, round 11? Yeah, let me snipe. Most times you would look at that and be like, why are you costing? What are you doing?
It's
Put
like
the sniper
those
away,
three,
but
the play they're making, I'm just okay with it. Even if I like disagree with it.
you know
back of my
that
mind, I'm
in
like,
their mind they've realized something where they're like, hold on a minute, I've analyzed the rounds we played.
Yeah.
I believe I am gonna get an opening pick. I believe I will win us this round.
Mm-hmm.
And when you have that much belief in yourself, fair play. Fair play. Especially when you consistently execute on that belief as well, which you see, the likes of John, Gunless, Karma do time and time again. Heretics will win themselves a round, so keeping it close in the early stages here of the search.
One thing that Heretics kind of has to their advantage over some NA teams is, search and destroy play style for some of these other regions. It can be troublesome for North American teams to play against because sometimes they do play a little bit weird. So maybe throwing the players on LG off a little bit could be something they try to do here, but it looks like they do it
John's
straight up.
sniping from vents?
Do you see that?
What?
Yeah.
John was in vent with a sniper?
Me and
Like
talked
right
about
there,
this
like
yesterday.
what is that?
If you're a nasty sniper, there's been a few nasty snipers. Jay himself,
Yeah, me being one.
Karma, John. If you're a nasty sniper, I'm okay with it. If you're not nasty though,
Yeah, you gotta be
Dashy,
nasty.
Right.
forgot to mention Dashy. If you're not nasty with it, you have to put it away. Because if Lucky had an ICR there, they come out on top of those trades with ease.
100%.
With ease.
Those guys are throwing shoulders with
Who
salt.
does
Yeah.
Nice car, he has no
Who goes
chance.
vent with a sniper?
I don't know.
John's
That's
weird.
But like right there,
All right,
that's something
nothing
that
A.
just plays with the minds of the other team. They're just like, oh, okay, well, I don't know what to do.
1v2. This is a hard round one right here. Yep.
John closes it out.
I feel like if this game, if you play the number situation correctly, it's gonna be so hard to see people pull it off unless there's specialists involved. Like we saw
1Bs?
Scumps. Yeah, 1Bs.
Yeah.
We saw Scumps 1v2 yesterday. Was it Knights? They still misplayed in that situation, but Scump did make a great play.
When you're an AR player who's posted up pre-aiming a corner, when the other player is trapped by the way, no escape whatsoever, decides to push someone who you know has a sub, that's just not smart.
Right.
Just not smart. But to your point, yeah, to clutch a 1v now in Black Ops 4 is going to be so tough. It's almost like you need to rely heavily on, you get one pick, maybe you get a second, it gives you either a streak or a specialist. You use your specialist to kind of lower down the numbers. That's how it's going to be. A 1v5 with nothing but a weapon is probably impossible.
I like the way LG are playing this round, like super spread like this, because they know that Heretics is going to be spread. Obviously, they're trying to ISO players out right now, and it's like a mind game. Like John's over there with the sniper, but the bomb's going A. I'm enjoying the strategy that they're using right now.
Cuomo just got a big two-piece. Killed them both of them.
Hey, caught him off guard.
And backstabs.
Might find 3.
Things do seem to be looking up here with LG 2-1 here on Charlie's stream. Search and destroy map 2.
They're playing games with them right now. Like
It's just a mind game. Like, what do you do?
John's taking out his teammates. They're playing mind games right now. That was a beautiful round.
That's so frustrating to play against.
Yeah, it is.
What do you do? Like what? Everything you think that you're going to expect to see in the round, it just doesn't happen. All of a sudden you get information, and then the information is just wrong.
Yeah, and like you get info on the guy that's over there, and it's a sniper, so you kind of have to back up and not peek him.
Yeah.
It's like, yo, I think they're going B, and then they end up they're actually going A.
The best play.
It's like it's a really good strategy.
And what is the best way to counter something like that?
Stick together as a unit and retake the bomb after they plant it. I always think that you give yourself a chance to win the round if you just stay alive and retake all as one.
Either that.
Like a lot of the times, teams on defense, they're scared to let the other team plant. Like you can let a team plant a bomb like an A bomb and retake. Like I don't think it's the worst thing in the world, especially if you don't get the best info in the beginning. You just don't get picked off. And I mean, I'm not saying it's the best way to play it, but that is a better way to play it than trying to ISO, get kills, and you're on defense.
You beat the team to the B bomb side on this map, and they're just letting John get pushed up with a sniper. They could also just push up and just play aggressively back at him and make him scared to go just snipe at will.
Stun him, push him.
Yeah.
That's the only way. We talked about it yesterday. How do you stop a sniper rifle? You fly at him as quickly as you possibly
How do you
can.
stop this sniper rifle? He's in the vent. How do you stop that?
You can't peek him. You can't peek him. You got to wall bang him.
There's no way you can even predict
I
that.
wouldn't be looking in the vent for a sniper.
Yeah, no.
Right, exactly.
What kind of maniac can play inside close quarter?
Absolute maniac.
It frustrates me watching him do that. But,
Uh-oh.
Okay.
Why was what? 1v2.
30 seconds.
Angle.
Oh, he gets the info. Yo, pull out the
Why are you challenging him, Journey?
shotgun? Psychopath. Oh, God. I don't think he's going to expect.
Wow, whoever's...
John's going to pull the sniper out, wrap B, and pop him. I'm calling it. He's going to peek.
Yeah, it's 15 seconds. Like, you have to get this pick, like, now.
Oh.
Thought he was going to.
Play for your streaks.
He is 2 away. Oh, shoots his body after the fact.
I would have liked to have seen him just dip. Just dip and play for those streaks.
I think you should just, in that situation, your best play is probably to play from the bomb site and just wait for a kill. If he gives you the kill, he gives you it. If not, you know, at least you're going to stay alive.
He has that
Find some
sniper.
cover.
He could just pick a spot and predict either close through the shaft or just up top on the plat. Just hold one.
Yep.
He just didn't know where the bomb was being planted. They planted the bomb towards our side. So he just wrapped their spawn thinking he was going to obviously be playing their spawn.
Right.
And the guy just made a next level play and just wrapped our entire A. He went through the A bomb and just flanked the entire B.
There's some methodical rounds we're watching right now.
This is a really good game of Search, actually.
It is.
Like,
A lot of mind
you look
games.
at the mind games coming through, like, it's small little things like that which make you really...
I think the person to actually change the pace is going to be the team that actually takes a bigger lead in this match.
Lucky pulls the sniper out.
He was hit.
He liked that. He said, yo, you
shots
think
earlier
you can, anything you can do? I think I can do better.
If Heretics is going to have a chance at this series, this is a map they need to take.
Okay.
Oh, wow. Mozu's
For
pretty
sure.
good.
It is pretty
Mozu's
good.
pretty good.
I ain't got that memo.
Yo, Heretics is good at Search.
Yeah.
This team is
Really
good at
good at
Search.
Search.
They know what they're doing. They just adapted really good right there.
Well, still not over just yet. 1v4, I mean, we kind of talked about possible ways of clutching. Slacked is close to a specialist, but to have the confidence to even use a specialist
as a stun.
No,
he's not going to use a stun. I just want to see it happen, man. I just want to see one of them happen. I don't even know how you go about it.
1v3.
Especially with the saw. Get to reload after every kill.
He doesn't even have bomb. There's absolutely no way.
Chance. You're like, 1v3.
I mean, you never know.
Yeah, it's true.
You never know. I've seen some crazy things happen, bro. Crazy things. And you just give him benefit of the doubt until he dies.
And of course, that is, again, Luminosity Gaming and Heretics on Charlie. We also have Lightning Pandas and Mazer on Delta. Guys, it's been such a crazy day so far, and I feel like we do have, of course, G2 and Accelerate coming up on Alpha Pack, and I think that's going to be a pretty great game, too.
You know what? I'm going to go with G2 3-2 in this one. I don't know.
Game 5.
Yeah, for sure.
Well, we will have to see, of course, because now it is time to hand it over to our casters. Miles and Momo, take it away.
Thank you very much, Desk. Game 5?
I'm not sure. Accelerate have been looking really good. G2 on the other hand have seen the best and sometimes not the best. We'll be polite. Game 5, possibly. I don't think so.
Well, look, let's see the way Accelerate have been performing. They got a 3-0 from Optic. That wasn't great, but they did go 3-1 with Splice, which actually was quite this series. So we'll see just how our teams fare against one another. Arsenal hardpoint up first, Gridlock, Search and Destroy, and then back to Arsenal for control our third map. Gridlock hardpoint and Arsenal Search and Destroy once again will be our maps 4 and 5. Now, Accelerate found themselves through the open bracket. Here they lay in the pools. Currently sitting down 2-0. Can they find themselves a win here against one of the more suitable opponents in G2? Find out after this break. Nah, I'm just kidding, boys and girls. Let's get into this one. Map number 1.
You are hilarious, Miles. Honestly. Surprise yourself sometimes. Anyway, let's get into this one. G2. Let's jump aboard with Chino rocking the Sorg and straight into the lab. He's going to find himself up against Fastballer and a lot more than that. But let's find a 2-piece Profeezy, adding one to the mix, and that is a nice little cocktail given to us by Accelerate. However, G2 Esports find themselves a couple of points on the board.
Look, that was the perfect break, right? That was a perfect 5.
Okay.
They slayed their way through them. Not a piece of problem whatsoever. Either way, back onto the screen. G2 rocking and rolling this one as best they can.
I think we're just going to change the logos around. I was getting confused myself there for a second. But, of course, Accelerate is the team who is currently smashing it right now with 30 points on the board, 17 seconds to go. And now my brain is reset and we've managed to calculate a couple of things. Let's jump aboard with Profeezy here, working towards that grapple gun. See if he can initiate something. But with 5 seconds left, set himself up beautifully. And in all honesty, Accelerate, they're looking fantastic off the bat here.
Yeah, I mean, they've had a couple of strong matches to warm themselves up. Now get right into the swing of things. Emery's looking very strong today. Exceptional performances out of him, looking to continue the run again. Not a big win yet to be found for the squad, but this could well and truly be the best chance they get today. Still on with a big lead, 59 to absolutely zip, zada, bing, nothing. Not a single point on the board. And as you can see, still applying that pressure. Second hard point, 35 seconds remain, and so far, things are looking exceptionally one-sided.
Absolutely. I mean, you quick tally of the kills here is roughly around 23 to 5. The score says it all, though. Accelerate 78 in the lead as we do see G2 Esports get their first points on the board. Fastballer, though, find himself a double, will find the triple, and Blast is going to fall. Easy also adding one to the mix. But looking at that mini-map, we are going to see here a little bit of a change in the spawns, but you've got to rotate, you've got to set up nicely, and number 2 is all over that. Beezy, of course.
I believe in position for Heezy watching the outside. The map block is going to be cut down. That ICR doing work. Perfectly poised in position. Profeezy trying to watch those players making their way through the mid. Chino, he's going to be leading the charge. Profeezy gets a little bit of cover fire from behind, but now he has to back down. This is going to be an ideal push. You can see the statue play also happening from on top. Chino, oh my god, he gets skinned. That's a big kill. Down from below, though, there's trades going back and forth. Fastballer and the boys Accelerate now making them trades work. Memories coming in up top, but he's still in control of the hard point. Now it looks like the attack that came in from the office was successful, so now we do have Accelerate back onto the back foot. G2 finally getting some more time.
Well, 30 seconds still available, but contested at the moment. The melee comes in, Ruiz with a headshot, but back and forth here, and we are starting to see G2 pick it up a little bit. But again, spawns will be pushed out. We've got Chino flanking around with 17 seconds. You see those blue arrows just kind of rotating to that next one, trying to set up a little nicer here, but a 75 to 80 point lead now very, very strong from Accelerated. If I'm being completely honest, this is, you know, a little bit out of what you would think, obviously, by the technical pro team here, and Accelerate finding themselves fighting through, of course. But you look at the names: Believe, Fastballer, Profizi, Emery's, and BZ. These are all guys who have been playing for so long, and they're always on the cusp, you know, of getting that top 8, getting that pro status, if you like. However, we flipped those around, and now we can see it all nice and perfectly. Blast is going to go down there. Right now, Miles, Accelerate looking fantastic.
Oh, solid as a rock. Look at the play. Accelerate making their way straight into the hard point. Crane's a tough one to break into. And they are going to make their way in straight. Chino's got to hold on as best he can. Sorg in hand, flying around. Doesn't manage to make anything happen there. There's the contest, and that is a powerful entry kill and retake there from Accelerate. They are going to get a hold of the hard point for now. 22 seconds remain. There's the TAC 5 boost. Tempest at the ready for Easy. Fastball is ready to go as well with that War Machine. Already Accelerate are setting themselves up for an extremely solid 7-second rotations.
Interesting as well, when you do play Arsenal, some people will like to rock that FMJ, as you can see by BZ here, and you see the wallbang on Ricky does come through, but going forward here, Accelerate trying to extend their lead. We're going to get the first specialist weaponry, shall we see, or the Tempest Connect, pushing forward easy. Almost using his team as bait here, but Decimate could have been caught. Actually, 2 misses there here. BZ just inches away, and Fastballer, they're investing a lot to this hill. We've got the War Machine, the Tempest, the TAC 5 boosters already been hit. But again, you've got to finish those kills, and if you don't, they're going to get right back up and right back at you.
Yeah, they managed to go all in with 2 of their specialists, and as you can see, they managed to find their way through that close range shots, chaining them together. Well done, Bahizi. Fastball's going to pick up the kills in the end. And either way, lovely bit of work, the Bahizi Fastballer combo. 20 seconds left in this hard point. Bahizi can't lock down the front door as G2 finally made themselves known here, but 100 points in the lead. Accelerate will see themselves looking exceptionally strong. 13 seconds remain on the hard point. Move back over towards mid. Decimate in a tough situation. And again, as you can see, Accelerate have absolutely taken this one by the reins, and it doesn't look like they're letting go of this anytime soon. Mid is already a bloodbath, and it does look like Accelerate have got the position. They're winning the gunfights. Believe is feeling strong. He's beginning to believe. Decimate above. We have got players from G2 in position to try to maintain that presence, but there it is. That looked like, actually, that was gone. That came out. That counted. That Grav Slam has been burnt, wasted. Nothing to be found there.
Accelerate still a nice lead here, but a very comfortable setup for G2. Now have their War Machine invested. We'll be looking to confirm the kill, and a bit of heads-up play from Decimate. That is when you know you're in the right place. Oh my goodness, might have found a fist to the face, but a War Machine will always do one better.
He does hit a lot harder. Decimate there, hanging in, but G2 have just cracked 100 points. They're now down by 64. Can they maintain it? Streaks to be had. Decimate still good. Making it look easy. I was clinched up there. Decimate still in control. 10 points away now from the Sniper's Nest. He's going to invest. As we go outside, this hard point is going to get the job done. There's the Sniper's Nest. There it's coming in. This ordinance is going to change the face of the outside of the map now for G2. Can they benefit from this one? Here comes the strike. Right on top of the hard point. Cleans it out entirely. Paradox, you the man. And there's that laser sight there. That is actually the Sniper's Nest as well doing work. So this outside hard point now, back Cranes, this is safe haven right now for G2. They can put their feet up. They can rest easy now knowing that the skies are clear and no one from Accelerate can make the move. Look at those mini-pap. They're stationary. They're not going anywhere. They know that there's trouble ahead of them. They have to stay under cover. This is a brilliant turn of events right now for G2.
Yeah, and there's still 30 seconds left on this here. However, Sniper's Nest destroyed by Profizi there, highlighted in the bottom left. I believe there is one score streak still available. Decimate does have the Hellstorm, maybe thinking about saving that for the next one, but Believe finding a nice couple kills. But the all-important thing after everything, the last couple minutes that we've seen here is Accelerate, yes, 100-point lead. That has been cut, not even in half, even more so. G2, 138. Oh, there we go. Ricky investing a Grav Slam for the 1v1. Not 100% about that, but it may, of course, result in him having the spawns, being a lot more comfortable. And here we go. G2 looking to take the lead on this hard point. 35 points and climbing. Ricky, secure kill here. Still the Hellstorm available. Shot in the back. Decimate is going to go down.
Yeah, the Hellstorm's still going to be very, very helpful as these players get tested out now. Statue shot through that hard point. Looking mean already. Oh my, Chino, if you can stay alive in this situation. He's popped his Tempest. It's a big, ambitious call. He's managed to get one kill out of it. Teammates are now managing to come back off spawn. Give him a little bit of help. Shoulder peek. He dicing with death there. Emery's, you knew it was out. There's the second lovely bit of chain lightning work. Chino needs to hang in there. That's the hip fire he was not hoping for. But still, look at that scoreboard. 170 now. G2 Esports. This is the tortoise and the hare, and that tortoise is slowly but surely winning this race. Can Accelerate do something to pull themselves out this one? They need to have a miracle here.
They started off so strong. Fastball of 27 and 16, a star-studded performance from him. However, on the flip side, Decimate for me, the X factor, if you like, for G2 now still has a score streak available. Hellstorm does come in. There it is, all invested. And now with all the score streaks gone, looking at the specialists available, no one actually has one. However, Believe, Fastballer, Profizi, and Ruiz, there's a lot of close ones here for Accelerate, and they're still in the lead, roughly about 10 points here, but all contested. Hot, heavy hand there with the SMG. Believe with a team kill, not what you like to see, but after all that, a bit of a muddle, we do see G2 come out on top.
And here it is, it's inevitable. G2 to take the lead. Accelerate have been spawning out, and there it is. We have the lead change hands. G2 not out of this one yet. Can they continue the run? 20 seconds remaining in this hard point. Specialists are plenty for both sides. Profizi looking to get back into the action as quickly as he possibly can. Tac 5 boost there. Goes through for both squads. Everyone's going to be fully juiced, locked and loaded. Nipples hard, ready to go. Profizi, can he find a way in through the back now? This is going to be big because the clocks are ticking. Accelerate, trying to make something happen. Trying to keep this lead alive. There is the grab slam. Finds two on the pull. The third comes through. Profizi keeping the dream alive. 212, 213, to climb and Accelerate. This is the lifeline they needed. Where were they a minute ago? Why did they give G2 this huge lead?
Well, the specialists are a key factor, but for me it was before that. We saw obviously just the heavy slaying, the combination, the team play, the rotations were on point, and we are going to see Accelerate extend their lead a little bit now, 20 points away from taking map number 1. Invested into the War Machine, it is going to be Fastballer. We are going to see Chino destroying there straight off of that, but it may be too little too late. Look at the spawns coming in. We are seeing number 6 and 9, it's Ricky and Vicento on the flank. Ricky's been dealt with, Decimate. Ricky goes down, and my goodness, we are seeing Accelerate try and end this right here, right now, and the Lightning Strike available. It is going to be 250, coming in clean, and we are going to see G2 lose out on map number 1, but a 100-point lead was nearly blown, Miles. That is a tense one for sure.
It's a tense matchup. Accelerate almost throwing away what was an incredible lead to begin with. You know, G2 weren't looking very strong. They weren't looking like anything other than just second place in this matchup. But you know what? They stayed strong. They managed to clinch up. That was important. Again, letting that kind of lead go, that is going to sting in the long run. That's the kind of mind game that really hurts you after that one. But hey, that's up. Game 1 is in the books. Desk, take it away.
Thank you so much. Study, I want to know right there, we did see Accelerate, of course, take map 1 against G2. What about that do you think allowed them to have that edge over G2?
Accelerate, I'm pretty sure, started the map 82-0.
Yeah.
Somehow, some way, G2 was able to bring it back and took like a little lead, but at the end of the map, Accelerate pulled out the win, and honestly, it was just, they started off really, really hot, slowed down a little bit, and then just closed it out.
For me, it's the creation of this G2 roster, right? Someone, Mr. 235, and there's always that someone that has the potential to crap the sheets.
Prone to the bad game.
That's not
always
the same. They're prone to the bad game.
That is what we call
this time it was Vicento and Chino.
Prone to a bad game?
You can't have more than one player that is prone to the bad game.
That makes sense.
And they have like 3 of them.
We do want to take a look here really quick, going back to Game 2, Round 11 from Charlie with Luminosity Gaming and Heretics.
This is crazy. This round 11, guys, if you
This
missed
was
it,
nuts.
you're, buckle in.
Yeah, we got you guys at home who missed this crazy round 11. But
Bear in mind,
5-5 situation.
back and forth game.
yeah, we were complimenting Heretics in terms of their search. They are fantastic at it. And again, this is a fight for the number 2 seed in this group.
Mind games.
This is the best search and destroy map I've seen this tournament.
Yeah, it was.
I'd agree.
This was incredible to watch. Go back and rewatch this if you get some time after the tournament. After the tournament's finito, go watch this, because this was some stellar gameplay out of these guys. But the way it ends is just a wonder to watch. It's crazy.
It's going to prove something I've been saying all day, right, too. And all yesterday. But we'll get there. We'll get there. Of course, you know, we mentioned the mind games. We mentioned the strats. Finally, you see a little bit of a push come. 40 seconds on the clock. Again, round 11, game 2. Both these two teams fighting for that number 2 seed in the group, or even potentially number 1 seed if you're Heretics. And then this is where things get a little crazy. One War Machine invested, and then all of a sudden, just in a blink of an eye, trades galore.
Everything just happens at this side. It's a 2v2 at this point.
1v1.
Pulls out the War Machine. You're like, okay, he's got it.
Oh my
Slack's
God.
like, all right, I'm going to go to the right. Bombs coming in. I'm going to evade everything, and I'm going to kill him. That was insane. One more grenade hits him, and he's dead. He had flak jacket on, to be fair.
Unbelievable. I think that Sukri thought he made the absolute play. He gets the punch beat
He
down.
thought he had it.
He pulled out the war machine like, I got it.
And then he lost absolute full.
3
And
grenade launch.
he did not have it. We are, however, now in map 3 of LG and Heretics, which we did just see that replay with Luminosity up 2-0.
Honestly, after you lose a round 11 like that, I hate to say it, but
it's just one of those.
Pulling off the reverse sweep against a team of LG's caliber, that's going to be hard to do. Yeah,
you need some serious momentum. I mean, obviously it is worth mentioning Heretics on this map. Earlier on impressed me greatly.
So we know which map they want to get in their control.
Looks
for
like
sure.
Frequency, right?
Frequency.
Already down.
That's weird. Because bear in mind, it was Frequency as well earlier in the day where they took that 1v1 situation right at the very beginning. Remember when it was like a 3v7, I think it was? They get it all the way down to that 1v1, but you can see the split push pressure that comes through, and Heretics are just so darn good at it.
Right, they've already got that
They're so
7-life
dominant on this
lead.
map.
They're down 1-0.
Not for long.
Yeah, I know. I don't understand. I didn't get to watch the first side, but
I wouldn't speak too soon, John. It might be down 2-0.
I have faith in the Spaniards.
I'm actually, even though LG's up 2-0, I'm thoroughly impressed with Heretics' performance in this series. Search and Destroy was a great game to watch. They're holding on right now in this control.
And Heretics have had a great game, great day overall.
They
Lucky is incredibly talented.
Yep.
Incredibly talented.
Yeah. And so is Mentals.
Yeah, I think he's a great pickup.
He's really good.
I'll be honest, I didn't know. I haven't heard of Metals at all before this tournament. He's impressed me a lot. He's actually been the player on this team whenever, at least I've watched one of their games, he's been going off every time.
No bias. I really hope they make it into the league. I really hope they make it into the league. I think that'd be massive for Spain and the Spanish community out there. But as it stands, a nice kill lead for Heretics at 5 right now, and pressure coming through onto the zone. We have 1:30 to work with as well, so plenty of time. And Sukri trying to make the play. There should be another free. Yep, another free kill. Had me a little worried there for a second.
It wasn't free.
Should have been. Should have been. Lightning strike as well, able to be used here from Sukri. So he's having a pretty good game himself at 6-5. But you're waiting for that pressure to come through, and honestly, they may just play for the kills.
And for anyone who missed it earlier in the day, of course, Heretics did 3-0 Evil Geniuses on that alpha stream, so they are feeling wonderful.
Definitely.
We're just getting started today.
Yeah, that's
just getting started.
Top of the group, and we haven't even got to winners bracket matches. When we get there, woohoo, baby, is it going to be fun.
Baby.
I might need to conserve some of my energy.
No, don't worry. We got you. We got you with the...
We got gamer fuel.
Yeah, we got you, bro. Don't even worry about it. We're right next to the booth. LG, 1 life left, and just like that, told you, 1-1.
And there we have it as Charlie and Delta continue on today, second day of CWL Las Vegas with lots of upsets, lots of surprises. We are going to swing back over now to Alpha Stream where we have map 2 of G2 Esports and Accelerate with Miles and Momo.
Thank you kindly, guys. Well, map 2 is almost upon us, friends. Map 1 was tidy, but tasty. Got a little bit dicey at times. G2 managing to make a spectacular comeback, but Accelerate not letting go of that Accelerate pedal. I'm sorry, I'll show myself out. Still though, a lot of promise. They had a great series against Splice. Their hard points against Splice were superb, and Splice, great team. Against Optic, it wasn't as close, but then Optic's respawn's ideal. Search and Destroy where things get a bit mean for me right now. Against Splice, it was a 6-3. Against Optic, it was a 6-2. Against these guys, I mean, it could be a 6-5, who knows? But this is where I think, the biggest question mark I've got right now is this gridlock Search and Destroy. Again, same with the Search on Arsenal. I've got no idea how to play that one out. I think, my gut is telling me that G2 should have it.
Yeah.
You could say the same thing about the hardpoints.
I think we just maybe, and a lot of people, even you guys at home, which side have you picked? I think a lot of people are underestimating Accelerate. But I will say with G2, it's kind of what we pointed out before the series. We saw amazing kind of streaks, 60, 90 seconds of flashes of brilliance, and then we just saw them, kind of just being bombed out by the other squad. And going into the Search and Destroy, yes, you look at G2 and potential team to be a fantastic S&D team, but on the flip side of things as well, Accelerate, not a team to underestimate. I think this Search and Destroy for me could be the closest one they've played yet, maybe around 11. We all love it, and I would love personally to see it. But let's get into the action as we kick things off with map number 2, Accelerate versus G2. And 90 seconds on the clock. Straight away, we are going to see Blast with the sniper. The quick scope does not connect.
Ooh, Blast lining them up, almost finding one over the top. Gets away by the skin of his teeth. I like to see it. Now he's alive. Decimate finding 2, believe. Now deep behind enemy lines, trying to find some of these players from behind, and it's just gonna go back and forth until Chino knocks his lights out. Profizzi now on the point, 3v2, accelerate at the disadvantage. Lovely work from Profizzi there to take that now, rounding things up to a beautiful 2v2 scenario, managing to make it now a 2v1. Profizzi, proficient in the art of gung fu. All that's left, Chino. Can he find something? Oh, it's a fist fight! Chino brings a gun to the fist fight, and that's going to take down Profizzi. Now it's a 1v1.
Time is ticking. 15 seconds. He might have just chosen the wrong time. Profizzi sees him, and I love the play here. Take the time. And all he has to do is check the bomb, make sure he's not defusing, peek out. And there it is, secures the kill, and the round is on the board here. Chino nearly clutches up, but unfortunately takes the wrong turn and finds himself a round down in the search destroy. But straight away, what I'm loving, that sniper play obviously could have connected, could have been completely different, but fastballer, he just kind of bombed straight at that other team, and that first blood, that initial kill is so important. We obviously talked about it in the past many years of 4v4s, but 5v5s, you kind of set yourself up to a much, much better position. And there is the man, Profizzi, representing Accelerate.
Going back in for round 2 now. Snipe still, actually, for both sides. I'd love to see this. That's potential huge damage. Blast actually finds him, gets a body shot, doesn't manage to get the kill. Hit markers aren't exactly ideal. Oh wow, that was interesting. Blast now trading back, shot after shot. Is he going to guess right? There it is. Finally, Profizzi is going to get the snipe off. But alas, his teammates are dropping around him. Now he's got a bail 2v4. G2 have managed to make this round a little bit more comfortable. Can they find any successful trades now? Profizzi back right up. He's had to concede that bomb site entirely. And now, the members of G2 are going to now be able to encroach on top of that. Oh, Chino just through that passenger window. Very, very difficult to make that shot. You can shoot through that glass and still deal a huge amount of damage. Bomb now being planted a big.
Bomb down, 45 seconds left on the clock. Chino with a pre-aim and the pre-fire, and I don't think Profizzi could make up his mind there, as he is now left in a 1v3. Mozu in hand, probably not the best weapon of choice that you'd like, and you've got to defuse the bomb as well, but you've got to go for this now. That's a dead body, my friend. Nice try.
He's
Found himself an ICR though, so as he backs on, maybe could find a kill for himself, take down Ricky Chino off the Cento, but this round is most certainly in favor of G2. You can see just the time ticking away.
Got to hand it to him though. Profizzi's on a 4-kill streak right now. He hasn't died yet.
Yeah.
Not too far away from a lightning strike. This is a very sensible play. I mean, you could honestly make the case for G2 to push him. They know he's alone. They know he's going to be backed into a corner, but the chances of that snipe going off, just not worth it. There we go. G2 remain firm. Keep this alive.
Communication going down between the boys as we get into round number 3. And again, that was the play from Chino to pretty much secure the round there and get that final kill.
You got to think of how different the round would have been if those snipes from Profizzi had hit first, or if Blast had managed to both of those body shots.
Connected.
Yeah, imagine if one of those, the first one had landed. That changes the face of the game entirely. That changes the whole round. Either way, into the third we go. Snipe still on hand for Blast. Remember, Profizzi's going to be running his on the other side. But actually, we're hitting towards that ace. The snipe's not going to be of a whole lot of use. Here we go, straight into the showers.
Trophy system coming in. And there we have it. 4 kills go down. Decimate as he takes down Facento. Not what you like to see, but nevertheless, 4v2 and tagged up Profizzi. We'll have to have a quick stim shot, and he's going to be back in the action, but with only Believe by his side. Now the rotation comes in. Sticking together is what they need to do. Wolfpack, if anything, but they're still going up against 2-3 players here by the dojo.
Good spot to be in now in the garden. Easy can cover any of those players who do make the push. He's watching the rear as well. Bomb's now going to rotate back towards the B site, but again, they have to worry about Blast, who's still sitting there with that sniper rifle. Now watching mid. Oh, take it all back. He's not got that sniper. You're an idiot. He's still watching their B side though, so if they do rotate back their way, they're going to have to contest with him. And again, perfect positioning. Having 4 numbers on the board is going to make the biggest difference. He definitely caught a player's shoulder there.
And this is what Accelerate need to do. They need to find this kill without taking any type of damage. Believe goes down, and Blast potential 1v2. Absolutely. No. Blast seals the deal, and they did the right thing. They rotated and found one player on his own, and they were able to pick up the kill. It would have been a 2v2, but Blast coming up clutch here.
You're watching those players in the minimap. As soon as they know that the fight's going down towards B, they all flood back towards, hitting through the back end of the streets. But at the same time, Blast is just winning 2v1 engagements, no problem. A little bit of health, hail of gunfire there from his teammates as they showed up, but no need. The man got it done. the man on your screen right now. G2 now with 1 round advantage. Those offensive rounds haven't been too great for Accelerate. Let's see what they can bring now on the defense. They're much better at turtling up, holding on. Interesting position for Blast to be in there with a snipe. Again, it's quite an even spread across map for Accelerate on the defense. No one's quite committing to that attack. It's a slow, staggered attack at this point. Again, they're trying to just bait out of play, similar to what we've seen in Control so far, and this is big for Bahisi. That's a lot of information gained.
He's just watching here. Anything typing and pushing that bomb out. I think he's got the information. He's called it out to his teammates. Now, an important player to keep your eyes out on is Blast and what he does and rotate through. But right now, it's going to be a bloodbath here as we do see one engage. Feezy finds the first. Feezy answers the second. And now the numbers heavily favor Accelerate. Ricky, though, on point. Tags up the second. Will find the third. Ricky, can he find a nice triple here as he evens the score a little bit? But no, he will be the last alive as Chino and Blast go down. And Accelerate do come forward, firing on all cylinders. 3 players remain with the 15 seconds. We'll get that defuse and tie up the map 2-2. And this is what I thought with these 2 teams and these 10 players on that main stage. Very, very good specialist search and destroy players on either side.
Yeah, some search and destroy styles. That was an interesting round. Watching Ricky just peel those players from Accelerate slowly, one by one, trying to get to the good bit of the banana in the inside. And in the end, he bit off a little bit more than he could chew, and he found himself out of action. That was a stunning round to tie things up 2-2 as you called it. We're going all the way to game 5. It's happening. No one's found themselves a clear advantage at this point. Both teams willing to take risks. Both teams trying to make something special happen. I suppose if that does work out, then we are going to see that change. I think it was the crash for Accelerate, possibly running assault packs, but I'm not sure if that was just something this old crazy man made up. Either way, a heavy defense now for the boys of G2. Accelerate again, that slow push. They're not making these attacks happen. Now they're just, look, A's abandoned. They've left the front door open. No, they may be going back because no one's in mid. Chino's the guy in mid, watching that play. If anyone's coming through middle, that's when they make the call. And here he is. Once again, the fight's going down. The Showers, Faceto's first to go down. Faceto finds 2. That's huge. Ricky's still alive as well. They have managed to win the Showers. There's only 1 player left. Blast is now in mid. He's getting pushed out back, but this is important. That information relayed down to those players. They know exactly where he is. This is a perfect pinch. 2v2 out of nowhere, Blast. He got to the fight a little late, snipe in hand. There's still the bomb down, over by Showers. This has gone from all good and well to a nightmare for this attack.
Ruiz there, double headshot on the backside. However, looks like the bomb is going down. We're going to 45 seconds, 2v2, Decimate and Blast will go up against Ruiz and Believe here. And this is where you've really got to stick together, and you can see both teams doing that. First blood. So important, and here we go. Shots fired. Doesn't connect here. We are going to see one go down. That's going to be Blast and Decimate with everything to do now as a diffuser as well. The time's against him. He's found himself a Sorg. Where's that the saving grace? Isn't going to find it, and Believe is going to close things out here on once again. Another round goes in favor of Accelerate. 3-2 now. Very, very good performance so far. I've been impressed with the hard point, the respawn, the search and destroy. This was the double kill here. Both headshots, they're clean, efficient. He takes only 2 bullets. Damage is going to head into the next round pretty confident.
That was the perfect execution of a 2v2 situation. Like, absolutely. You saw both teams like duking each other out, finding where each other were, and then they committed to a single player. Accelerate, isolating that 2v1 situation and committing to it entirely was incredibly influential in nailing that situation. Massive props to Accelerate for staying composed there. That's what happens when you play those 2v2 tournaments online. You get really good at that sort of stuff. Now, Believe has left his teammate to die in mid-map there. G2 and Accelerate tie things up. Hellstorm's going to be coming in up top. That's wide open. Going to find one. Can't quite make the bank over the top of the roof there towards the bottom end of the street. That would have been huge, providing that cover fire for his team. And now it's a 3v2. G2 backs against the wall right now. Accelerate possibly able to take the lead here. Once again, extend it further. Drone squad at the ready for Believe. It was a worthy investment. That is going to be devastating for an entire round. Probably save that for a little bit later on, I think. But now 3v2, 45 seconds left.
And this is the crazy thing right now, is this is a round they should win. Again, they have those numbers. Now they have the streaks and the fact of a lightning strike, a drone squad, and it looks like he's trying to invest here. Ooh. I think he just pinged the lightning strike to try and get that information. And with 29 seconds left on the clock, this is where they can really dictate the pace here. For the number advantage, 25 seconds is not a lot of time. The bomb needs to go down. I don't think he's able to get it. Chino, they go going back and forth. They need to find a kill first, and they find the players, can't find the kill, will find the aggressive play and believe he has help from his teammate though. The team trade will come in, but the clock is just against them. And we are going to see here Accelerate just fall back and secure the round as the time ticks away. It's going to be 4-2. We're going to see that drone squad available for the next round, Miles. That is going to be key.
That's going to sting. There is nothing more painful than that drone squad coming up. Unless they have a war machine to deal with that one, or even maybe a grab slam, I don't think they're in a good position to take care of this one. Chino, props to him for picking up the second kill at the end of this round. You know, every little helps towards those streaks, but sadly too little too late. Ambitious Emery's, love it. Love that aggression. Here we go. Back and forth between these two teams, 4-2. Accelerate looking like they've started to find their stride, started to find their form here. Ricky ready to rock and roll with that grab slam. That's going to be the possible saving grace if that drone squad do come out. I believe he's the player rocking the streaks. And again, Profizi, he's specialist ready to go. Both room players, something to look out for here in this round.
This is where the search and destroy starts to get a little interesting. Believes called in the lightning strike, and he's actually called in the drone squad as well. Heavy investment here into round number 7, 60 seconds left on the clock. They're going to know a lot of intel, and we're going to see Ricky find one. Will he find the second? He's not going to finish him off, but Decimate will get that trade now, a 4v3. Again, reminder, Accelerate has invested a lot into this round here. G2 can pick it up. This would be something special. Blast is actually going to challenge without the stim shot. Interesting choice there as Decimate is going to slide away. Information for Ruiz. Bad timing as Facento and Chino come up clutch. And a 4v1. This is tough here. You've invested a lot. You're going to lose the round. You're going to feed some streaks potentially. However, credit to G2 there. That drone squad, gone.
Gone. Gone.
Lightning strike, gone.
Gone. We did see the grassland come out though.
We did.
So, I mean, look, that was a bum investment the Stalkers dropped on these boys. That's a rough one. They got to hold that L. You know who's not very good at holding the L's? And I've realized it's the Avengers, man. They needed a whole nother film because they couldn't handle getting beaten by Thanos. We'll come back to that a little bit later on. 4-3 right now. G2 coming back into this one. Coming back into this one in a big way. 2 kills. Shinatsu is 2 points now for Blast. There we go. Believe almost got his vision pulse ready to rock and roll. Grab slam.
Oh my goodness.
Profizi. Oh, he can't make it happen.
That was a potential 4-piece with the grab slam. However, investing is the cluster grenade. He's got all the information in the world. Does have that numerical advantage again. 4-3 in score, 4-3 in lives. 60 seconds counting down. Facento in a must-win position, but the Sorga fastballer. Nearly enough to take him down. Now, a level playing field here as we get into the nitty-gritty here of the tournament, of the map and mode. Search and destroy, always keeping us on our toes here.
I love it though from G2, that investment. That initial grab slam made a big difference, and now we've almost got Tac 5 ready to go. Chino's going to have his specialist ready when he respawns in the next round, because you know what, G2, they've got what it takes. The pressure's now being applied. It's all coming down to it, and Maurice, he's going to take care of Blast. Now it's a 3v1. That's it, Ricky. He's down. Facento, time to shine. But he's just a little too bright. That's going to be it. Map point. Accelerate came to play, and now they're looking fine.
G2 taking out Blast here. And again, I think going back to that grab line could have been a completely different story. However, match point, all smiles for Ruiz here. And the boys of Accelerate. And again, going 2-0 up in a series is incredible. You know, you go into this third and potential final map with crazy amounts of confidence. And talking of confidence here, have an extra 50 HP, everyone.
Sharon's caring, but that explosive has just wiped the HP out from Accelerate. This aggression is not being... It's not being rewarded. Now we've got G2. They've got the juice. Crash timing.
Nightmare.
Crash timing was great there. Facento, he's trying to make his way back towards the bomb. There's a bit of a gunfight happening down by the A site now. Profizi, he's got to make something happen here. B as well. Both bomb sites have got action going down. This is what happens in 5v5. There's so many players. Emery's gets away by the skin of his teeth. He's still good to go. Fastballer finds the kill in the back end. Now it's a 4v2. Accelerate, looking to take the map. If it comes down to Chino and Facento, they have to make something happen right now, and that's not how you do it. Chino's taking the shots. Facento's all down. Chino, once he gets up, he's in a world of hurt. If Bahizi can find his way up there, it's all going to be over, and Chino is done. And that's going to end it. Accelerate will take map number 2 here in the series. and G2 have a little bit of soul searching to do now.
Pedal to the metal for the boys of Accelerate here. G2 though, what's going wrong? This team that's put together, obviously a huge organization comes up, and we are seeing some, as I pointed out in the hard point, some signs of brilliance. However, the search and destroy, they get outperformed.
And here we go, G2 Esports, the wonders from the open bracket, are rolling across G2 now as Accelerate take the series 2-0 so far. One more map coming up after the break.
The Call of Duty World League is presented by PlayStation 4, the official platform of the CWL. Scuff Gaming, the official controller of the CWL. And Republic of Gamers, the official monitor of the CWL.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, here at the CWL Las Vegas. First event for Black Ops 4, and it has not disappointed. My name is Miles Ross, joined with Momo, Phil Whitfield. For those of you who weren't just in the venue now, a fantastic impersonation of my colleague just happened. Either way, we are watching quite the series so far. A little bit of a surprise, if we must say to ourselves. G2 against Accelerate. G2 down by 2 here in our full play. matchup. G2 have taken quite the hands from Accelerate. 250-193 and a 6-3 in the search. Now as we roll over to Control. Mama, what are we calling this one? I mean, Accelerate, they've come out of the open bracket and they're looking absolutely pristine up against the players who are already sitting pretty in pools.
It's kind of hard to go away from Accelerate right now. Again, 2 victories, but sometimes that doesn't tell the whole story. You can have like a 5-point game or 1-round game, but it hasn't been like that. You know, this has been pretty convincing, not a complete stomping by any means, but Control is a very, very unique game type. And I think, much like we've had, that 3rd game can always be the momentum changer. However, if you're asking a question, I think Accelerate could end this right here, right now. I'm not sure. Are we going to see a turnaround? Are we going to see a reverse sweep? We've seen some already through Open all the way to the main stage. Absolutely loving it.
There we go. Accelerate now with a chance to close the series out. And you're right, possibility for that reverse sweep from G2. You know, this is a team with some strong caliber players. We've seen them play, you know, fantastic Black Ops 4 so far. Falling a little short today, but here we go. Control. Newest game mode here. That is a beautiful use of the grapple hook. Sadly, Ricky is going to fall straight to that one for Bahisi and Emruizi making their way towards that control point. It is a heavy push towards B. A has been completely left alone. Chino watching the back is going to get crushed there. Decimate now, trying to extend forward, trying to push those players back off spawn, but they're actually all shot past him. He needs to hit the wrap now, help his team out before they start getting dropped. This is big. That's huge kill from Bahisi. That is slaying his way through this one. 26-23 now, Accelerate with the lead.
First tick has gone through onto Zone A, and this is a zone which is pretty hard to come through, especially if you've got those main entrances cover. Of course, you can come through the vents, the window, back and forth, but overall, A is looking solid, and that is going to be going, captured, and secured here. 25-21 is the lies, but 2 minutes to take over B. This is going to be a hot defense here from G2, but for me, this is just the continued outplay from Accelerate that we've seen in map 1 and 2.
Yeah, the trades are so much more efficient. I mean, they're just winning those gunfights, whether they have to trade or not. They're getting outskilled. Facento, though, with a nice 2-piece in the background. That's really going to help. 21-18. The lives are starting to trickle away now for G2. They're starting to fall to pieces. And this is where Accelerate can now start to hit the gas, if you will. Decimate holding that line on the outside of the map, not letting it get towards B. This is really important. He needs to make this work on his own for the time being. He does have a teammate now to back him up. Facento's losing the fights up close. That means the players are now going to start making their way towards Blast. He and Decimate in a tough situation. They need to win these big fights. Ricky in from behind. Perfect pinch. Rafisi out and about in the mid. Ricky can't find the kill. Nice defensive hold there from Accelerate. 18-13, 18-12 now. Accelerate walking away with this.
Emruiz, a nice 3-piece there to find himself 8-1 and put himself in a great position. First hit goes down onto Zone B, and now pushing forward. This is a must-win gunfight for G2. They've got to go. There's about 2 seconds left. It is going to be contested. We are going to see the players go down. Chino's going to fall as well, and Zone B has been captured. Lovely stuff all round as Emruiz, the MVP of that round, by an absolute mile here, putting on a show here in the main stage.
There you go. First round of Control already done. That was a fast cap from Accelerate, and with that, I think they've pretty much set the tone. G2 are just looking 4 steps behind sometimes. Like, it's not as if they're a bad team. It's not as if, I mean, the desk has talked about it enough that, you know, there's a couple of players who are prone to bad games.
But I will say, obviously, G2, let's give them the benefit of the doubt. Let's see what they have to offer on the attack. Of course, sometimes you'll see certain teams prevail in any type of situation, of course. With Control, you want to obviously get those zones, push up to the right places, but you're going to see some streaks in the hands of Emruiz. Only 1 death to his name. Mind-blowing stuff here, but they're going to go for a heavy defense. Look at the minimap there. 4 players all pushing it on B. This is going to be an interesting retake potential. However, Lightning Strike is available. They're going to rain down fire. We're going to see G2 be pushed in, and we're only going to see Facento go down to the score streak, but nevertheless, still A and B intact.
I was going to say, like, they had control of B for a while. I was like, whoa, they're going to get in there, no problem. G2 have got those to kiss that goodbye with that beautiful use there of the Lightning Strike. Rafisi now trying to get back in the zone B. No ticks grabbed there, but they are working their way towards A now. Blast doing the work, doing the hard slog there on that slow-moving progress bar as it's halfway now towards the first tick. Rafisi slides in. There's 2-1 now waiting to make the play, but the reinforcements have arrived for G2. Here comes the second tick, moments away. The more players on the point, the faster it captures. Blast goes down. Chino finds the quick and effective trade, keeping that progress going. Here comes the second tick. They need to make this work fast. 22-22 in the lives department, but this is the A site, now very much looking like G2's.
Oh, and then 4-5 kills come in, and we do see all of the players push back, and this is the position where Accelerate can push forward, get in the enemy spawns, and really put this round to bed. Look at this, fast baller from behind, finds one, slide and glide into the second, and now with the TAC 5 boost, he's going to put himself in a fantastic position here. For me, this is Accelerate's to lose. Look at that score, look at the time as well.
Amazing stuff. Fast baller hitting the other side. Watching the other lane again, watching those players as they run out of spawn, overextend, shoot them in the back. They take care of every single way out of the enemy base, and now look at the lives. 25 seconds left. That wonderful progress on A is all for naught now. We got 12-20. Crazier comebacks have happened, but they have to get into the point. They have to start contesting it to stop the clock. They've managed to just do that.
They can't rely on kills at this point. The time is too low. Still BZ and Emruiz until he's taken down there. Still have that TAC 5 boost. Any specialists on the cards? No is the answer to that one. But as the time ticks away, this is looking good for Accelerate. Are we going to see them be able to defend the zone with 8 seconds left? It is currently in contention. G2 are in there, so the time will be stopped. They need to take it over, and it looks like they will. They've got a minute extension now to take on B.
That's incredibly crucial. 14-6 though. They may have the time, but they do not have the lives. They have to now push B. Ruiz doing his very best John McClane impersonation here in the vents. Senna trying to make his way around the back. Lives dripping away. 5 now left for G2, no respawns left to the 12 of Accelerate. Percenta now a chance to make a bit of a difference in from behind. Quick swap, ICR out, unable to finish the kill. Shaky shots, Tuna now has to deal with those players while they still try to contest.
Simply not enough. With 3 lives, there's no respawn. This is going to be Accelerate taking it once again. And we are going to see it all down to Blast in a 1v10. And here we go as the time ticks away. He's waiting for just the regen. The poor man is on his own. His team have left him behind, but Accelerate once again, star-studded performance here, and now 2-0 up in map and on control. They're just 1 round away from a clean 3-0 sweep here. And don't forget, this is obviously a team from our open bracket coming into the pool. G2, where have they gone?
G2 have dropped off in a big way, but what we can say is this is a very, very dominant display from Accelerate. It's that what I'm kind of noticing now looks to be like more of a North American play style when it comes to control, more kill heavy, more kill favored, and we're seeing a lot more of those aggressive pushes towards the enemy spawn when you're on the defense. And we've got a perfect lane cut up there, that player sitting by the left of the robots here, and there's a player just to the right down by Cranes. You know, as soon as you overextend, you're going to get shot in the back, and that's like 2 kills apiece. As soon as they're off spawn, that was huge from fast ball that round. I think we saw Beheezy doing it as well. That's huge, huge work. Can we see it now on an offensive run from Accelerate?
I mean, that was the thing. I gave them the benefit of the doubt, and I said, let's see them on attack. And honestly, I think they were even worse. But Accelerate, you just got to give the credit to them right now. A very well-practiced, orchestrated team which has that chemistry. Again, these guys, if you're new to Call of Duty, these guys have been playing with each other for a while, of course. Adding a couple to the roster. A little bit of a change, but Accelerate, very much a team to watch out for. 17 kills for Ruiz. Absolutely going off right now. A 3-kill streak for him. Zone A has been captured. It doesn't even seem difficult.
Now, perfect work here now. Beheezy's making this look so easy. 27-23. The lives aren't really the difference maker here. But what they are taking full control of is the map. Now, as it falls down to B, they're going to slowly but surely collapse upon this one. Profizi gunfight out. I think he might have to concede that. Oh, does manage to save himself. But now they're going to collapse now on the B side. Profizi's first in. He doesn't have any teammates just yet, or he's lining up the grapple slam combo. Ricky is going to maintain that position, let his teammates get in there. They're actually going for that slow wrap around the outside of the map because they know they've got players on the inside. G2 have locked down the center of the map, still alive from the previous engagement, but that's not going to make a lick of difference. B is now being grabbed.
Good play from Ricky to back off here. He senses it. However, now a pinch is going to come in. They don't have the lives, of course. That is not going their way. The zone is being defended as it stands. The time, of course, is ticking down. I think that's the way that G2 take this, is nullifying that one. They need to pick up some kills. They need to go now. Water Machine is available for Decimate. He's going to be taken down. The trades come through, and Accelerate now have potential to push on through. However, Fastballer, the key player, is going to find Percento. He's got to find Blast, but he's not going to be able to tag him up enough there for any type of trade. 2 players come in. Fastballer as well. Decimate takes down his own team with a War Machine. Not what you want to see with 50 seconds left. The zone is still alive.
That War Machine is just getting eaten. Decimate couldn't do anything with that whatsoever. The trophy system was perfect. Now they're back onto the site. No ticks. 45 seconds left. G2 have 12 lives to defend this with. Accelerate have 14 to attack the B site with. They can force it down to kills. They can push for the zone. They've got 35 seconds to make a decision. Entry kills are going to be huge. Ricky's used that grab time in the background, tuning out. That's a big kill. Just whittling down these lives. Finally, G2 with the life lead. 25 seconds on defense. Are they going to be willing to use these specialists now in these dying moments? They actually don't need to.